What's up, guys? What's going on? What's going on? Whew. Stairs got done working out. Oh my goodness. How's it going, guys? Huh? How's it going? Let's go. Let's get in the building. Zachary Gibson says turbo. Just finishing my lunch. What's up? What's up, Ross? Yeah, let's go. Said it's blistering, huh? It's blistering hot in California today. It's about 70 up here. Cool breeze, too. What's going on, Smelly Finger? Stayer. Let's go. Bring me all my degens. What's up, guys? What the dilly, yo? What's up? Stayer just got done working out. All the trolls say Stayer is too large for TV. Well, I will show you. What's going on, guys? What's up, guys? Stayer just worked out and took a boomer. Fear and Greed still at 70. Whoa. Whoa. Fartcoin. Fartcoin looks amazing. I wish I gotten a it's a piece of turkey on my lip. I wish I gotten a Fartcoin a little earlier. Not in Fartcoin. What the hell is going on? Let me check my I haven't looked at the market in a few hours. I love looking with you guys. I almost said licking. Whoa. I bought 100,000 coins of Lofi today. At the highs. I know it was up at like 18%. I went. What did I do this morning? I was doing videos. I did some other stuff around here, and I was like, oh, 25 in the building. Let's get to 15 likes right now. What the that you hear that bird? It was like Jerry's up 25%. Yeah. Oh man. Hitler says I'm a big fan of Kanye West. Hey man, I'm not gonna lie, the music is still fire. I'm a huge Kanye West fan. I know he is on the Zionist case right now, but the music is actually still fire. Even the one about him molesting his cousin, or he had gay sex with his cousin. Even that song is fire. So I mean, music's music, guys. I mean, honestly, if you're not a fan of if you're a fan of rock music or like emo music too, I mean, emo is the same thing. Like emo bands always fit in weird lyrics into their songs, and they don't get banned. Nothing happens, so no big deal. Um, Suave. I mean, if white people are allowed to listen to rap music about about black people killing black people, then I mean, I think everything's fair game, and everything, and that music's fire too. That music is fire too. Mohaldin, yes, Pepe, we need more. We need to break 1-0. Yes, we do, dude. We really do. And I feel like I don't have enough Pepe. I only have 110 billion Pepe. I mean, right now you gotta kind of have trillions to really make six figures, I feel. But I got a lot of other coins going on. What's going on, guys? What is up? What is up? Let's go. What's happening? Kelsey says hi. Master, it says it's coming. It's coming. But Troll's still the same. Ask Da Vinci to make some marketing. I'll text Da Vinci in a little bit. I'll text Da Vinci in a little bit. I swear. I got Da Vinci's number. More Vinny Paz for everyone. Okay. I don't know who Vinny Paz is. Am I missing something? Maybe I started a conversation I don't have enough references in. What paused again? What are you talking about? Airplane mode so it doesn't cut out. Venna, what's up? Ross Jin says OMG. B-Bank says, Venna, take the deals off. Look at it. JYAI Mind Tricks? Okay. I'll listen. Is that a band? I'll have to listen to them. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of offensive music. B-Bank, holla Pappy. All right, hola Pappy? What's going on, Poppy? What's up? Dude, all my dogs are in the chat. Let's go. Sandeep is in the chat. Alt season is among us, he says. He says alt season is among us. Nice. Ross says won't disappoint. Do I like King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard? What the? Mahadi says, hey King, I don't know who they are. What's that? 15 in the building. Let's go. What's that? Is that a coin or a band? Is that a coin or a band? Who is that? 6 surf metal band? Okay, dope. Surf metal? Whoa. I should have heard of him. Slave, can you show us your portfolio? How do I show you my portfolio without you taking all my coins? I'm still researching that. Trying to figure that out, because if I just show you a live look at my wallet, I have like multiple wallets too. I'm like, I'll be the biggest idiot in the world if everybody runs off of my coins. Trust me, I have the coins that I say I have. How's that? But I will show you. I've been so freaking busy getting videos out and answering you guys' questions, and doing a little stuff around here, getting ready for Baja. Takes a lot of preparation to take a 3-month vacation. Why Turbo isn't moving? I don't know. Yeah, Master says, don't sleep on Andy Wu. Andy Wu's looking better and better every day. Jerry the Turtle's inching up, too. What else is inching up? Pinlink is inching up, 83 cents. 83-cent Pinlink. Smash a like. Guys, I really like this Lofi, by the way. I just bought 100K coins of a Lofi today. Myro is looking good too. Myro is inching up. Let's see. Mog is holding. Popcat's inching up. What's Bitcoin looking like? What's Bitcoin 102,000? Man, so when's this meeting tomorrow, guys? When's this Switzerland meeting with G? I think they will. Missouri has no crypto tax now. That's kind of dope, Corey. You're in Missouri, right? Yo, sup, not trying to knock your memes, but I wouldn't mess with memes with no exchanges. Isn't this your first bull run, Corey? What are you talking about? With no exchanges. What do you mean? Those are the coins that you want to get before they're put. That's why the listings are so important. That's why Jerry isn't really listed on anything major yet and why it's so bullish. What are you talking about? So Corey, I have to wait till I have to have like something listed on a major exchange to buy it? That's crazy to me. That's the opposite of what we're trying to do here. I'm trying to I'm trying to scale out of huge listings. Like for instance, like Jerry the Turtle, phase was it phase 4 or phase 5? It was a Coinbase listing. I mean, by then we should be scaling out. We shouldn't be like, oh shit, Jerry the Turtle's in phase 5. Now's the time to buy. Like, I mean, nobody's saying that, bro. Yes, of course they can dump very easily. That's why. See you later, Blooded. Good to see you, buddy. That's the yeah. These oh, dude, this is crypto. I mean, that's why you gotta diversify your portfolio. You gotta have like 15, 20 coins because some of these coins are gonna let us down. Some of these coins we're gonna wake up in the morning and they're gonna be toast. There might be even zero. You know what I mean? So, Master, you're in Missouri. Dope. Congratulations. Congratulations. Dude, when I see I can get something on my Tangent wallet and isn't on a big exchanges, I'm like, let's freaking go. That is the one of the top bullish things other than circulating supply, team, I mean that's like so Corey, I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. These coins are gonna dump very have you not been dumped on before? Have you not lost everything on a coin? Or at least your whole bag on a coin? I have. And I think anyone that's been in more than one bull run has too. You know, 15 coins is a lot. It can be, but it's really not. Zachary Gibson, so when you think when you think Turbo will hit 1 cent, probably within 3 weeks, especially if this deal goes well. I think the market stays bullish. Yeah, Turbo will hit its previous all-time highs probably within 3 weeks, man. If you had a chance to only choose between MooDeng or Pepe, which would you choose? I mean, MooDeng has a higher upside. You know what I mean? I mean, MooDeng to $2 is better than Pepe at this stage. I lost all my money on ICP. ICP was rough for a lot of people. I mean, ICP started off at a ridiculous price, and and then it just went down from there. It literally never went back up to that price. I think it was like 300 and some dollars, and it just the slowest rug in American history. Master said 120K gone. Oh my goodness, you lost 120K on ICP. That's crazy. Corey Gigas, I feel you. I have a blue chip meme. I have blue chip memes as a hedge and sub 100 meme. Yeah, I mean mix it up, Corey. I mean, if you want to be in like Dogecoin and Shib, you know what I mean, and then dabble in Jerry and Pepe and stuff like that. That's a good mix, man. You really shouldn't. I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't touch blue chip either, but I mean, seriously, I am probably gonna buy some Doge, and I'm probably gonna buy some Avalanche in this next dip. Laugh with Saudi Arabia said hi. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, guys. I mean, yeah, you want to get coins that aren't listed on anything yet. That's what makes Jerry so bullish. That's why we're waiting for Turbo's Robinhood listing because we're in before it, before the listing. I mean, that's why we're here. That's why we're here. That's the only card. That's one of the only cards we have to play is to be here earlier than retail. Why buy with retail, Corey? Why wait? Why wait for PayPay to be on every major exchange and at over $1 billion market cap to consider buying PayPay? This is a speculative market. If you want like laid out 5 to 10% gains over the course of like 5 years, then like go into the stock market. You know what I mean? Like go into that. Like make a put a long on Tesla or something like that. You know what I mean? But buy some Nvidia stock if you want some safe. I'm only going to lose 10% if this over the course of 5 years. Is my risk, and then my reward is 20% over 5 years or something like that. Go get into stocks. Get into index funds. Like there was some dude in here a few weeks ago that was pressing me about index funds. He was like, wait a minute. You're a YouTube you're a crypto YouTuber and you're not in index funds. You don't. I mean, I don't know if I should trust you. I'm like, dude, get out of here. I like crypto. I'm not gonna do index funds. You know what I mean? Moonbear says, dude, you gotta flip coins, in my opinion, the compound returns. I think it leads to the most X's on your money. What you think, Stare? Okay, so this is kind of like a two-pronged answer, okay? I mean, I agree with you, with that, what you're saying, 100%. But at the same time, Moonbear, I also believe that if you just accumulate Bitcoin over time, you'll beat out most of speculative investors like us, to be honest with you. I mean, that's what's proven the win over time is just stacking up Bitcoin. But the reason why I'm a degen and into these micro caps and nano cap coins and memes and AI and all that stuff is one, it's a rush. Two, I want to win at those levels and then put it in the Bitcoin. You know what I mean? So and some people just put it in stable coins, and I understand that because like we talked about taxes yesterday. You want to throw your gains in the stables and kind of wait to cash out for tax reasons. I totally get that. But I mean, the name of the game really is that you want to accumulate Bitcoin for the next 5 to 10 years. Right now, I mean, that's how you're gonna be ahead of most people. And so I kind of agree with Ben Cowan a little bit on that, even though he annoys me and he fuds all coins and all this stuff. And he sounds so weird when he's like, "Welcome to the cryptoverse." He does all that. Yeah, buy Bitcoin in the bear. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. You roll your profits in the Bitcoin. Here's what I'm doing. Once I scale out of my coins, in this bull run, I'm gonna put them in the stables, and then I'm gonna put like 5% on a short on Bitcoin. Because I think Bitcoin always goes down like 80%. But here's the thing about these cycles recently. It's starting to mirror the stock market in that there's about 9 months of lull and then 3 months of bull and all this stuff. And but anyway, back to what I was saying. So I'd like to short Bitcoin down to its bear market lows and then roll that right back into Bitcoin. And then that's when, see, guys, that's when these streams and these videos that I'm making and hang out with you guys is going to be so important. Like the bear market, this coming bear market is going to be so important because we want to identify these coins a lot earlier. You know what I mean? Like you want to be in turbo at like $20 million market cap, like we are in PayPay. You want to be you same thing with Jerry, you want to be in these coins early. And the best time to do that is to identify them in a bear market when really nobody's around, you know? Yeah, Vishal's got the same plan. Yeah, dude. What's going on, Vishal? Which stable coin is the stablest? um, I think Tether's pretty stable, and I just throw it into a stable. I mean, it's USDC and all that. Um, Also, long-term stock positions imply America isn't going to explode in the next 10 years. It very well might. Yeah, Kareem Dean. Kareem Dean says, "Bro, you look like Big Smoke in Grand Theft Auto game." Yo, you're not the first person to say that. I thought, when's Grand Theft Auto coming out? I thought GTA's like not coming out for a few months. But I'm hearing there was I saw the trailer, right? It's supposed to be a couple, like a girl is the main character with her boyfriend, and they're robbing banks or something. Yeah, man, I'm in America right now. I'm from South Jersey. I was born in Atlantic City Hospital. Trump was right down the street when I was born. Let's go. Moon Bear, this is the first time I believe the bull run is actually here now. Been in crypto since FTX scandal. Dope. Dope. Trump support us? Listen, listen. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not political. I think that I think our I think our whole government is pretty much fake. They're just actors. I think the real people behind the scenes are pulling the strings, and we'll never know who they are. And I think they're slowly rugging the country. And I think this bear market will be one of the worst bear markets of all time. It's going to be a triple whammy, asset bubble burstings of the housing market, the bond market. You name the market. I mean, it's going to get crushed, and you're going to wish you left America. I mean, I'm sorry to say. That's why I'm moving to Chile. I'm moving south of Chile, where it's it's California weather, and I'll be there by the end of the year. I'm taking this whole year off, going to Baja in just a couple weeks, and I'll be there till the end of summer, and then I'm gonna go to Chile and begin a whole nother 6 months of summer, because their summer starts when our winter starts in America here. Um, so let's see here. Okay, bro, when you are living in peace, just love your country. Oh, I will always love America, I'll have a business here still too. I still have a business here, and when I'm in Chile, I'll still have a business here. But I'm gonna de-risk out of America and kind of take a seat on the couch and watch America on TV and see what happens. What about places in America that are more rural, like in northern AZ? Who's getting it worse, the cities or the rural towns? The cities are going to get crushed. And then here's the thing about the rural towns is that nobody has any sustainability skills. Think about it. Back in 1930, 80% of Americans knew how to farm, knew how to milk a cow, process meat, breaking down an animal, knew how to make colloidal silver, knew how to make all kinds of learning how to can, knowing what every plant does medicinally and nutritionally. I mean, you know how many Americans know what the percentage of Americans know how to do that now? Less than 2%. So if you're in a rural town, you're going to be clamoring to get into the cities when the dollar overinflates on you and the stores close. I'm sorry, I don't want to be a downer today, but I mean, I'm just telling you the reasons why I'm making my moves. But somebody asked the question, so I'm answering it. You know, so yeah, de-risk your diet. So funny, virtual persona. I am doing that. Virtual persona, dude. Hey man, I don't think you can take a punch from Stare. I think if Stare punched you in the chest, virtual persona, you would be in the hospital. But that's okay. I'm sure you're already broke and on your lunch break right now. I wonder if they're gonna put you back on fries or they're gonna put you at the window. That's all. That's all I want to know. You know what I mean? When's your break over? Corey says, I'm selling when Rainbow Chart is the red Bitcoin dominance at 45, and when retail's grandpa starts buying and Twitter is reaching for a million a coin. Okay, nice, nice. I hope so. Corey's got a plan. Moonbear, so you're rotating from high cap us to low cap Chile, bigger upside, for sure, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: if you just really just be real with yourself, just thank you, Cream. Yeah, smash the likes. Let's get to 15 likes. If you want to be real with yourself, just be real. Just be real. Look around. Okay, what's it benefiting? Who's it benefiting? That folks don't know how to grow food for themselves. Don't know how to. They don't want. No one wants to procreate. Nobody wants to start a family. I mean, that's to the advantage of the government, not you. You know what I mean? You're playing on their terms now. Yeah, you're playing on their terms now. You know what I mean? I mean, that only benefits them. That does not benefit you because you know what? As soon as they turn your lights off, or as soon as they shut the doors of the stores down, it's just that you're going to be banging on the government's door asking for a handout, and that's why there's FEMA camps. That's why so many schools are closing. You guys ever think of that? Like Trump is really he defunded the he defunded the education department pretty much, and a lot of schools are closing. A lot of teachers are getting laid off, and that's not because Trump doesn't like teaching. Well, I mean, their reasoning they're saying is that it's because the testing, the kids are testing too low, and schools are oversaturated and stuff like that. I mean, they're emptying out schools because, dude, they're going to be putting you there when you don't have enough money to go to the supermarket, and your job's been replaced by AI, and you got a couple kids to feed, and they're gonna say, hey, no problem, just you're gonna stay at the school. It's gonna be like a barracks. It's gonna be like a dorm. Just watch. I think in 5 years, I think a good percentage of the people that are going to be in these situations. I mean, look right now. I mean, since the virus, in 2020, I know families that up here in Idlewild that are still getting food boxes every week, and these are school teachers. These are mechanics. I mean, all walks of life are still getting free food boxes. And that's old food from the supermarket because they can't transition back to going to the supermarket to buy food because it's too expensive. I mean, look around. Go to your local supermarket. There's Albertsons and Ralphs and stuff out here, Vaughn's. I mean, you go on a Wednesday after school, like 5 o'clock, when you used to see families like full carts shopping, and the supermarket would be full, and now you go in there and it's empty, and people are like, "Oh no, that's because of Instacart and Postmates and stuff like that." I mean, these guys, Instacart and Postmates, I believe they're posting low earnings. I mean, they're not making that much money to say that it's just a transition of these families that are still buying a bunch of food. No, I mean the I can go up to Idlewild on a Thursday afternoon when they hand out food boxes, and you can see cars lined up around the block, and they're running out of food boxes every week. So yeah, they need a lot of people to be poor, and that's why Trump is is making it hard for expats to leave the country. I'm still waiting on. I had a passport and I had to renew it. I'm still waiting on it. I mean, it's so hard. And then, like, once I leave the country, I have to go through a bunch of hoops to not be double taxed. Like I to pay, pay taxes in Chile, and I'd have to pay taxes in America. Like I still live in America. Now I still have a business in America, so I mean they're kind of right to do that because I'm making American dollars still, and I'm spending them where they're 5x less. I mean 5x more of more value. So I mean there you go. I know I'm losing viewers. I know I'm losing viewers, but let's see here. Where am I from? I'm from South Jersey. I'm from South Jersey. Life is now all about money. Absolutely. But that's why we're here. That's why we have the crypto market to really take a shot. You know what I mean? Be patient, get in these coins early, scale out at the tops, and build for the future. Buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin will survive. Bitcoin will be the main store of value in 10 years. And yeah, you gotta get ready, guys. This is why we're here. And I know I'm always sitting around joking around with you guys, but you know what I mean? Like some I don't know how I got on this tangent, but yeah. Anyway, Baram says, buy all the shit that Elon recommends. Of course, Elon stepped down from everything. Elon is not doing anything, on my understanding. Um, and to be honest, this is why all the that's what Warren Buffett's stepping down. Warren Buffett's stepping down, right? Because he doesn't want to sit around the next 5 years when we're in the worst recession and the worst depression of our lives. He doesn't want to be around for that. A lot of CEOs are stepping down because they don't want to be a part of this. They know what's about to happen. You know what I mean? When Jerome Powell is sitting there saying inflation's at 2% and it's really healthy. Meanwhile, Doritos are like $12. You know what I mean? A pack of hot dogs is like like freaking $15. Dude, a block of cheese, Tillamook cheese, just the regular size. Dude, I was in Albertsons the other day because I used to making my own cheese because I had a ranch I sold. That's what I'm doing when I'm in Chile. I'm doing the ranch at a bigger scale. But we make wheels of cheese all the time. But I'm traveling, so I went to the store to go grab some cheese. Dude, a block of cheese, $16, bro. $16. I remember when a block of cheese 7 years ago was like $5. You know what I mean? 3x. How is a block of cheese 3x from 6 or 7 years ago? Was it 5 years ago? And how is it 3x more now if inflation's only gone up 2%? Corey, I didn't know. I do not own Dodge on Mars. I think it'll 10x. I think Dodge on Mars will 10x, but no, I don't. I do not have any Dodge on Mars. Tom Pasang says, "Why do you guys have less viewers?" I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I don't have an OnlyFans either. Um, bro, thank God for what you have or you can't afford. Absolutely. Um, where are the best countries to move to now? Um, I think a lot of South American countries are looking good. I think veteran lives in Colombia. Veteran entrepreneur that's usually on here. He's one of my first subscribers. He lives in Colombia. I hear in Colombia is doing okay. Um, Chile is ripping because the government really leaves you alone, especially down south. And they honor their farmers. If you're a farmer, they love you. Same thing in Uruguay. Uruguay is the most expensive place to live in South America, but I mean it's 40 pesos to the dollar, so you're still saving money. You're saving like 30%, but it's humid. It's very quiet. It's only 3 million people in Uruguay. Um, So I mean, if you just want to have peace and quiet and just kind of live along the water for very cheap, Uruguay's a great spot. Argentina is a little tough because their currency fluctuates really hard, but beautiful country. And then Portugal is a good spot, but again, it's too close. It's in the EU and it's really close. It's in Europe, so I mean, Europe's having its issues right now. So, I mean, your best bet is South America, man. So, bro, here people wish to migrate to America. Oh, where are you at, Kareem? Yeah, see, here's the thing that America has the best marketing of all time. If you I mean, once you get to America, and you realize, I mean, you're in a rat race, bro. You're in a rat race. You're a part of the system now. You need to go out and buy and consume and get back to work. You know, so I don't know why that I don't. They just have the best marketing, man. I think I think they have the best marketing in the entire world. The American dream is the best marketed thing of all time. And I know I'm sounding anti-American as fuck, right? But I'm telling the truth. I love America. I just wish there wasn't a government that was slow rugging this country. There's people behind our government that are getting rich every single day, and they're buying Bitcoin. They're scaling out of the dollar. You know what I mean? My name is Steven says buy Andy Wu. So go ahead and get yourself some Andy Wu. Hey, put the contract address in the chat, Steven. Andy Wu, guys. Andy Wu. So when China unbans crypto, I think Andy Wu is going to go crazy. I think Pepe is going to go crazy. MooDeng has already gone crazy. MooDeng's up 200% on the week. MooDeng is up 200% on the week. Literally, the beginning of the week, on Monday, MooDeng was 2 cents. Now MooDeng is freaking 20 cents. It's it's 10x in a week. This is why I love crypto so much. You just don't get those kinds of gains in the stock market. But you also got to be patient. Okay, it's taking a dip a little bit. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, but let's see what else. Yeah, bro. But I mean, hey, this is why we're in crypto. You just can't sit around and believe your government. You can't sit around and think, oh, Trump's for my best interests, or Biden's in my best interests, and or this government's in their best interest. These guys are slow rugging the country. You want to talk about rugs, Corey? You want to talk about? I want to get into things that aren't going to dump on me. Well, then you shouldn't be sitting in America. That's for damn sure. Because this is the biggest dump is incoming, dude. This is the biggest dump incoming. Let me see if I can get a screenshot. Yeah, so you see, this is a chart of housing prices over time. I circled where I sold when I sold my ranch, and I'm pointing the green arrow is where I'm going to buy in Chile. So I'm taking the whole year off. I am letting this housing market dump. I'm letting the crypto market dump. I'm letting the what else? The bond market dump. I'm letting it all dump because that's what they want. That's what these guys want, not me. You know what I mean? It's like whenever people speak up against against what the government's doing, or these elites and the cabal, what they're doing, everybody always blames the person saying what it is. They're like, "Hey, don't say that, Stayer. Why are you talking about reality all the time?" You know what I mean? It's because it's true. This is why I'm making these decisions. You guys are like, you guys have seen have been with me for the last couple months. You've seen where I lived. Oh my goodness. Every single house in my area was $1 million. You know what I mean? But I sold because you know what? I don't want to sit there for the next 10 years. You know what I mean? You see this line up here, that is after the green spot that's going slowly up. That's the recession And yeah, it's gonna start going back up again, but that's like a 5 year line right there. And I'm like, I don't want to be sitting around here for the next 5 or 10 years. I know it's paradise, but I don't want to be feeding my neighbors with my cows and my pigs. I mean, I stand the risk. It would be way more dangerous for me to stay where I was at than it would be in like in inner cities of Chicago or anything like that, because I know, I mean, I'm the guy that has all the sustainability tools. You know what I mean? I got the cows, I got the pigs, I got the chickens, the ducks, the sheep, and I'm the only guy out of 390 parcels in my community where I was living that knew and had these animals. Everyone else just had horses, and just green grass, But as soon as those stores inflate or close down the hill where I was living, I mean, I would get people knocking on my door probably. Hey, do you have any beef? Or I would have millionaires stealing from my deep freezers. I mean, you got to understand at certain levels, and the government knows this. At certain levels, when food becomes an issue, meaning that food becomes scarce. I mean, shit, dude. I mean, people with millions of dollars and they can't buy anything, they're going to be just as desperate as homeless on fentanyl or anything like that. They're going to be worse. They're going to be more conniving. They're going to be more sly, more slick. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I just wanted to come by and say hi. Turn your back, get stabbed in the back, and they take your pork, your frozen pork in the freezer. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, you guys gotta be careful. You gotta think further out than today. You gotta think further out than today. Smash the likes, dude. Dude. I mean, AI. I'm in jail. Hey, listen. I am in the service industry, right? I have a business in the service industry. I mean, the amount of empty desks that I see in these offices are stunning. I mean, there's manufacturing buildings that used to have 300 employees. They're down to like 30 employees. They're down 90%, and they're subcontracting out of the country. You know what I mean? So all these big buildings that you see all over America, they're empty. So the dump we had was peanuts. Yeah, it was small potatoes, bro. Yeah, Corey, it was small potatoes, bro. Sorry to say. I mean, that's why hey, you know me. I'm all about jokes. I usually have a great time. I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time right now. I don't want to get you guys down. I'm just trying to like emphasize how important this crypto market is. This bull run. This bull run is not going to last long. It's going to be absolutely euphoric and parabolic. But when it's over, it's going to be. I'm telling you, and why I'm saying this is that your friends and family are going to be the ones that are going to be piling on at the end of this crypto market in desperation to make some sort of money and edge on their living expenses for the next 2 or 3 years. And they're going to be buying Bitcoin at like 200,000, guys. They're going to be buying Bitcoin at like 250K at the end of the year, and then it's going to dump on them. And they're like, "Oh, I hate crypto, and I'm going to get foreclosed on because I took out a second mortgage and bought the top." You know what I mean? Like I'm giving you a big picture of, at least America, what type of situation we're in, so that you see, because that's what tells me I know retail is coming. Retail is coming, guys. Retail is coming because they need to be here, and the government knows they need to be here. So they're going to hand out the stimmies. They're going to hit retail with all kinds of marketing, saying crypto's amazing, Bitcoin's at 180,000, get in now, and let them pile in. And then they're going to be exit liquidity for retail. I mean, for the elites, and unfortunately, I mean, well, fortunately for me, I'll be scaling out along with the elites, and you guys probably will too. If you're here and invested, and you know how to sell, you'll be scaling out at the tops as well. Smash the likes. I mean, am I lying? I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. And I'm an open book. I'm telling you guys, everyone's like, let me see your portfolio. Well, how about you like listen, like hear what's in my head? How about take a look at the facts? You know what I mean? I'll show you my portfolio. Stack your ball sacks. L Bank will list Jerry on Monday. Let's go. Yeah, Jerry's about to hit 15, 20 million. I mean, and PayPay is almost at 30 million. PayPay is almost 2x its market cap quietly in the last week. Do you remember when 2 days ago I told you about GOAT? It has 2x and it has still about an 8x to all-time high. Dude, let's go. Dude, that's great, Greg. I mean, you guys say I'm in a lot of coins. I'm saying I'm buying coins all the time. I mean, I'm not in GOAT and I don't have enough money to go grab GOAT right now. I mean, I'm in the coins that I'm in. You know what I mean? But I know, I mean, I looked at GOAT and I said I never said GOAT was bad. Greg, I never said GOAT was a bad coin. I just said, damn. I mean, it's off 90% of its highs, and that's a good thing. So good for you. Muhammad says, "Fam, good to see you again today. Jerry was even better than a few hours ago. Dope. What do I think about Omikani coin? Moving mountains. What's going on, bro? Jai in here loves Omakami or whatever. I'm not in that. Oh yeah, I know, Greg. I know. I was. It's just crazy. I mean, I mean, I'm kind of guess I'm kind of wound up and kind of angry about what this government is doing to our people, man. It's nuts. You know what I mean? They've made us into consumers. They've made us into like we're literally. I looked at my sheep and I look at my pigs. I'm like, honestly, they've made humans no different. Like I have to go out and feed my sheep in order for them to survive, and I have to feed my pigs in order for them to survive. I mean, because I have them, in an enclosed area. Same thing with Americans. Americans, I mean, they need to go to the store to buy cheese. They don't know how to make cheese. They need to go to the store to go get steaks. They don't know the first thing about having a steer and breaking it down and actually cutting the steaks out for themselves. Like how can you sit around and trust a government like that and trust a government to literally put food in your mouth? Yeah, dude. You know why, Sandeep? It says I'm from Canada and our government is no better than the state's government. Want to know why? Because they're literally behind every single government almost in in the world. I mean, it's a complete takeover, and it's already happening. They're controlling the crypto market too. I mean, we're only trying to get in and get out. I mean, but this market is not meant for us to benefit from. So guys, just be thankful. If you got coins right now, you got a big bag of something, and you got your price targets, and they hit. Be thankful. Sell. Don't sit around at the top and think that the bull run is always going to be around like that. It's not. Hi, I am French moderator of Jerry. Oh, dope. Tell them I said what's up. Yeah, they're gonna make. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Klaus Schwab already said, you're gonna own nothing and like it. And guess what's happening today? Guess what? That's what people are saying. People that own houses are saying, "Why am I owning this house? I don't like it. Why am I owning this car? I don't like it." You know what I mean? Like it's already happening. I'd rather just rent. I'd rather just the government just give me free housing. I'd rather the government just give me a universal basic income because it's easier than what they've done. They've taxed everything you do. They've taxed everything you own. They want you to feel the pain. They don't need the money. They want you to feel the pain because you need the money. They created a system where you need money. So I don't know. Um, Back to the jokes. Back to the jokes. Back to this incredible market. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to tell you why retail is going to be right there when we need them at the top of this market. They're going to inflate this whole market $2 or $3 trillion in a matter of like weeks. In a span of weeks time. We're gonna be like, holy moly, and then it's gonna be like, hey, everybody's in, everybody's making profit. All of a sudden your mailman, all of a sudden your grandma, everybody's sitting in profit, feeling great about themselves. And then there's like, and then there's like this consolidation, and it's like, hey, what's going on, everybody? Bow. And then it's like huge dump, and they're like, hey, Stayer, is my coin supposed to be behaving like this? I bought Turbo at 75 cents, and now it's at 30 over 24 hours. Like, is that supposed to happen? Bow. You know what I mean? And if you have any kind of sense, you're going to be the one selling into grandma at 70 cents on Turbo. You'll be scaling out your last 30% on her. And she's going to be like, oh my gosh, Moon Bear, what happened to my bags? Moon Bear, tell me what's going on with this market. I just entered 2 weeks ago, and I was immediately up 2 or 3x, and I'm a genius. But well, I don't know what happened now. You know. And then you hear in the background, boop, boop, boop. Here it is. Up, here comes the bulldozer. Here comes the bulldozer. Here comes the bear market. Here comes the recession. You know, boop, boop, boop. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I mean? I mean, by then I look to be long gone. By then I look to be long gone, Moon Bear. Um, you know what I mean? Dude, they got another listing. Jerry got another listing other than L Exchange L Bank. What's the other listing? What's the other listing? Let's get to 20 likes right now, guys. Hey, let's get to 20 likes. They'll send more people in here. Let's get to 20 likes. We'll send more people in here. We'll start making some jokes. You know what I mean? Muhammad said, "You guys better load on Jerry. Jerry, 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 Jerry is my ace card." Guys, of my whole, you want to know, like, forget about looking at my portfolio. I'm going to show you guys my portfolio. I just want to do it safely, okay? This is my third bull run, but I've never shown anyone, I've never had to show anyone my wallets or what I'm holding. And I totally agree that a YouTuber's transparency on what he's talking about and that he's holding what he's talking about is very important. So believe me, I respect that, and I honor that. It's just that I don't want to be pushed into, showing my wallet live, and then all of a sudden I look like an hour later, and all my crypto's gone, and then everyone's like, "Hey, you shouldn't have did that." You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I want to do it safely, and yeah. So Greg Egan says, "I already had a bunch of MooDeng the last weeks, but heard you last week and doubled up because of you, which turned into a great move." Well, thank you so much. I love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Greg, for saying that. And another thing that's kind of weighing on my heart, though, guys, is that when Bitcoin is going to be over 200,000 and our altcoins are all 100x'd and stuff like that, and I'm gonna still want to go live and hang out and celebrate with you guys. And my chat is going to be 10x what it is. I'll probably have 200 people in here and of retailers, and they're going to be in here rabidly asking me for coins to buy, and I'm going to tell them don't buy, and then they're going to be like, "Shut up, Stare, you think you can get rich and you think you're smart, and I'm not. I'm gonna buy. I'm buying Jerry the Turtle at 10 cents. Okay, okay." And they're going to be rabid, and it's going to be sad to see that. So it's a somber moment. It's a bittersweet moment. So I really thank you for your kind words, but man, I'm gonna be getting ripped in here when the bull market's in full swing. You wait, and we'll have to just laugh it off because there's gonna be people in here that'll be on retail. They'll be up 2 or 3x, and then the next day they're down, 2 or 3x, and then the bear market is just creeping up, and they're gonna be so angry. Um, I already had a bunch of MooDeng the last week, but okay, yeah, I already read that. Okay, I actually pinned it. Muhammad Bader says, um, "Ooh, Peter, that is a good point. They had Mexi, and after 2 weeks, they got ascended listing. So I'm pretty sure the dev cooking already for the next listing. They're awesome team." Peter says, "JYAI, I can't see team pick on web." I did say that, right? I said I want to buy coins that I could actually see who the devs are. I think for these meme coins, you're just going to have to resort to the fact that you're not going to really see the team too much, and that these coins are going to be super volatile, and that, the team is going to mean well until they don't. Because honestly, I mean, this team, whoever's holding Jerry coins right now, I mean, the majority of I mean, it looks to be very well divvied out. I don't think there's any huge holders in Jerry that can dump and end the coin, but you never know, right? 20 in the building. Let's get to 20 likes right now. A travesty, but at the same time, Peter, you're gonna have these meme coins. They're a risk, man. Whether they're blue chippers, $1 billion market cap already, and all this stuff, all the way down to where Jerry's at, a $3 million market cap. I mean, these things can rug at any time, and you're just gonna have to put in what you can afford to lose. If I lost all my crypto today, in terms of from getting rugged or whatever, I'm still going to be sitting here. I'm still going to Baja. I'm still going out to Chile. I have a business that sustains me. Now, am I scaling out of that business because I think America is going to be heading down the crapper? Absolutely. And that's why I'm starting a ranch out in Chile to where I can safely and effectively, without tax, sell my pork to restaurants and supermarkets without any kind of corporate, bludgeoning like you can in America. There's only 2 or 3 pork producers in all of America that sell to restaurants and sell to supermarkets. You see the Cisco trucks. You got Jimmy Dean. You got what's the other sausage producer? I forget. There's like only 2 or 3. You got Oscar Mayer. You know what I mean? I mean that's it, man. There's no other pork producers. I mean, there's 390 million people, and America is freaking what, 20, 30,000 square miles. I mean, and you're telling me there's only 3 pork producers, and this is supposed to be a free country? I should be able to pass inspection and be able to put my pork right on Farmer John. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Ross. I should be able to sell. I should have Ross be able to buy my pork in his local supermarket if I'm able to make a deal with his local supermarket to sell my pork there. But no, I mean, it's just not true in America. But in Chile, you can. So that's why I'm going there. So when my service business likely, I think a lot of service businesses, because AI is going to wipe out a lot of people, doing office work, and that's where my service business mainly deals with is office buildings and places where people are making sales and things like that. When that goes away, or at least gets knocked down 60, 70, 80%, I'm gonna already be in Chile with a 7-figure pork business. You know what I mean? And by then it can go to shit. I wouldn't care. You know what I mean? But right now it's funding my lifestyle. It's funding my 12-month vacation, and and also I also sold a ranch in Southern California, so and I had a ton of equity in it, so that's also helps a lot. And so just to answer your question on that, I forget what question I was answering, but that's what's going on with that, man. I don't even know what I was answering. I was going off. Yeah, Greg A says, don't show your wallet. Your content stands on its own. Seriously, don't worry about the negative energy. Thanks, bro. Thank you. You know, I'm excited about these coins because I'm in these coins. I'm doing this YouTube channel. I'm not doing this YouTube channel for money. I mean, is there any way to look on my thing? Can you? I mean, you guys have my Telegram address, and I'm gonna have a private Telegram group. I will charge for. I will be monetized on YouTube here within 30 days. Probably one of the fastest that YouTube's ever seen it. Under, I'm at 500 and some subscribers, and I'm about to be monetized. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be great, but I'm here because I want to share my journey. This is my third bull run, and I've been talking to myself. I've been having all these thoughts in my head that I share with you every day, and just looking at my computer or just out with my animals, and I was like, you know what? I told myself in the bear market, I was like, man, I really want to next bull run. I want to have a channel going where I'm going live every day and I'm doing videos and I'm actually showing my journey. Being in this market and actually giving people not financial advice on this market from just a everyman angle. You know what I mean? I'm not an elitist. I'm not. I'm a regular guy, man. I'm a family. I got a wife and kids. And we're not rich. You know what I mean? So, but we're strategic. We're strategic. You know what I mean? I think a rich guy is a guy that can sustain without the government. I I I think the guy who has land that nobody can take away from him, that has animals that he can regenerate and take care of and process, and land also that he can regenerate and farm, and clean well water that he can drill from his own land, and free energy. I know that's not. I know they took away energy costs, money, but I mean, that guy is way more wealthy than the Wall Street dude or the whoever you can think of that has a bunch of money. So don't get me twisted when I'm on this channel. Yeah, I'm talking about crypto. I love the pursuit of happiness. I enjoy the rush of buying Jerry at $3 million market cap, getting 100 million Jerry, and projecting it to go to a cent or even 14 cents. At its height is a possibility. That gives me a rush. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm here. I'm here because I want to I want to play, man. I want to play in the mud a little bit. You know what I mean? I bought from the local butcher shops my entire life and buy fruit and veggies from local farmers market. Yeah. I mean, what I worry about, Ross, is that once they want to take control of, because I think within the next 5 years, I think sadly there will be some sort of American uprising where it's going to be like everyone's going to come to understanding that Republicans and Democrats are not in their best interest, and that they're going to really speak out against the government and say, voting doesn't even really matter. And they're like, oh yeah, really? And they're going to shut down they're going to shut down you know supermarkets, or make it really really hard for you to get food, or make it overpriced. And then they're going to attack the local farmer. They're going to attack that local butcher. They're going to put regulations on that butcher. They're going to put regulations on that farmer. They're going to put taxes on that farmers market person, that and those people are going to go away. They're going to go into the shadows, and try and grow out of sight, because it'll be the new gold. Food will be the new gold. Food will be the new gold. Food would be like leaving tomatoes out growing will be like leaving out your wallet open on the counter with the door unlocked, guys. I mean, you guys gotta say, you guys gotta feel me on this. I'm telling you. I mean, if you you look at civilizations, I mean, it's always been. It was never the control of money. It was always the control of sustenance. It was always the control of sustenance. Those are the people that win. Those are how tyrants are fueled and get their power. They get their power not by your minimum wage up enough for you to survive or anything. They get their power by taking that food off your table. Yeah, Greg, absolutely, bro. Yeah, dude, this is the truth. We're an hour in. We're an hour in. Let's go. I'm gonna be here for a while. Jerry was at 1.8 million a few days ago right now, and it's at 3.4 million. And next week with L Bank listing, I believe it will hit 10 million plus. Absolutely. Jerry the Turtle will march to a $100 million market cap. I would think by the end of June. I'll give it by the end of June. At this rate, the way Jerry is accelerating and how other meme coins are going, I think, and all Jerry needs is like maybe two or three whales, what big buys, and a couple of listings and some more exposure. I mean, that's $100 million market cap, easy. And then for it to get to where Turbo is now, is just keeping the game going, keeping things steady, and riding an already hot market, right? The market needs to stay hot, and so that'll get it to 300 million. And then meanwhile, by the way, Turbo will be well over $1 billion at that point. And then as Turbo's topping off and everyone wants to take their profits to somewhere else, they're going to look at Jerry. And I think that's what's going to happen. The Jerrys and the Pepes, the Andy Woos, they're going to roll their profits into these coins. I think we're going to earn like 20 million this year. I hope so. Let's go 100 million plus, fam. Yes, totally agree. Easy 150 million by September. I mean, oh, is Nero up a lot too? I was actually fading Nero. I can't believe I did that. Remember my videos from a couple months ago when I was talking about PayPay. I was like, yeah, who's gonna buy Nero? Who's gonna buy Conflux? Well, guess what? They're buying it, and Stare didn't buy it. I should have hedged against what I was saying. Let's take a look at Nero. I should have hedged against my own words. I don't even. Where is Nero at? Oh, it's Neiro, right? Neiro. Yeah, look at this. Nero's up 27% on the day. The volume is up 217%. Look at this. Look at Nero. I guess Stayer shouldn't have faded Nero. Why would I fade Nero when I'm? Look at this. I'm not supposed to show charts, but Stayer don't need a chart to tell you that Nero is up 98% on the month. I should have bought this. That's hilarious, right? That's why this market is so great. This market will punch you in the mouth every turn. And I'm sitting here saying that China is going to unban crypto and that Chinese coins are going to be it. But then at the same time, I'm saying, but Nero is probably not going to do anything. And Conflux probably not. Well, I bet you I don't have to check Conflux right now. Oh, Greg, you got a lot of Nero? Jeez, man, you're knocking it out. You're knocking it out. You got Nero and Goat are animal friends. Wow. Yeah, but guys, with your stacks of cash that you're gonna make in this bull run, and your life's gonna change. Seriously think about your surroundings. Like You made a bunch of cash. Do you want to just continue to sit around with the people that didn't make the great decisions that you made? Like, did you like? Don't you want to kind of get out of your comfort zone and go against the grain, because that's what's going to help you survive the next 15, 20 years, the next 5, 10, 15 years. It's not going to be how much money you make. It's going to be the skills that you possess and where you are in the world physically. That those two things are going to mean more than money. You know what I mean? Because you can I mean, if you're in a house right now and you're paying mortgage, I mean, yeah, you could. I mean, if you have the skills, like you could walk away from your house. You could just take you just take the hit and leave, right? Or if you're renting, you can just leave, right? If you have sustainable skills and you know exactly how to survive without anything but yourself and some animals that you got. I mean, you could be anywhere in the world and be happy. And be happy. You know what I mean? And have a strong family. You know what I mean? You'd be happy. Um Michelle says I'm gonna up my colloidal gold intake to drinking a gram per day. Whoa. That's awesome. Um Yeah, I didn't buy any MooDeng. Haven't said anything about it yet because it hurts. Venice said, "Dude, I think MooDeng will make a little dip. Don't worry. I think MooDeng will probably dip back down to like probably 8 cents, and then it'll retest this local high and keep going. So you'll have a chance to buy MooDeng probably at 8 cents. Um, what's up here? I'm going. Okay. We don't all have to have the same portfolio in a bull run like now. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you know what I bought today? I bought 100K of Lofi. I bought 100K of Lofi. It was already up 18% on the day. I was already planning on buying it, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna hold this till a dollar. So I went ahead and I bought about five K of Lofi. Came out to a hundred thousand coins, and I think Lofi is going to be, it's the main meme coin of Sui. I'm buying everything I possibly can around Sui, you know. I have 30K coins of Scallop. I have 100K of Lofi, and I have I think just shy of 40K coins of Cetus. You know, so I'd love to go out and buy walrus right now. I mean, I'm tapped out of dry powder. I'm tapped out of dry powder. You know, Stayer's gotta have some taco money. Stayer's gotta have some taco money. That's for damn sure. You know what I mean? But I've made all my buys. I'm loaded for bear. I am loaded for this market to go absolutely ape shit. I'm loaded to change my family's trajectory. I mean, shit, we're already gonna do it anyway. I know. I said, we'll have enough to get out to Chile and do something. You know what I mean? But I, dude, guys, I mean, maybe it was just California. I don't know. Maybe I should. But see, the thing is that living in California was my dream as a kid, and I did it. I accomplished it. I'm from South Jersey. I've lived in Boston. I loved Boston. I got married in Boston. And then we moved to Chicago. Loved Chicago. I lived on Marshfield and Waveland and Wrigleyville. Went to Cubs games all the time. Down Clark Street. Man, if you like drinking, man, I mean, Clark Street, Chicago will just almost put you in the grave, man. Because there's like dollar whiskey shots. There's 25-cent beer night. This was back in like '08, '09. But maybe they're not doing that now. But my goodness, dude, when back then, I guess that's now, geez, '08, '09, dude, that's almost 20 years ago. I'm 40. But I was running around Chicago right after college. And dude, I mean, you can go out and have a full night of drinking and only spend like $15, bro. Especially when you knew the bartenders after a while. Like you would get to know all the bartenders up and down Clark Street. They come in, they throw you what you are. It was, man. I mean, I think, yeah, Cheers was in Chicago, where everybody knows your name. I actually never hung out at Cheers, but they were right. That was George Wendt sitting at the edge of the bar. I mean, that's the truth about Chicago that back then, man. You can go and everybody would know your name and throw you your favorite drink, man. Oh man, dude, those were the days. Oh, Cheers is in Boston. That's hilarious. But Boston was fun too. Boston was like that too. But Chicago was more like that for some reason because it was like 9 months of winter, dude. Just do bar crawls in the dead of winter, and you'd just be in these like taverns all day long, drinking whiskey and just hanging out, singing songs, dude. Those were the times, man. I mean, if I don't think I'd be alive if I was still drinking at that rate. I mean, I don't really even drink anymore. Like I honestly just I'll smoke and mushrooms are great, but I don't even have any alcohol. Never had any alcohol in my house. Um, but those were the days, man. Muhammad says, "Fam, I enjoy your streams. It's crazy because when my wife talk and snap. Okay, dope. Thank you. Lofi listing Kraken. It looks like it's listing on Kraken soon. Whoa. Yeah. Whoops. Sorry. I've been chilling by this wasp nest back here with so many streams, man, and they're now just noticing. They're like, all right, it's time to pay rent, stay here, or we're gonna sting you. Let's see here. You haven't drank in years, yeah, man. Those fun. Those were the days, man. I mean, when you hit 40, you can't. I mean, and you drank and drank and drank. Your liver's like, man, screw you. Oh, nice, dude, Vishal. Good for you. Good for you, Vishal. Yeah, you'd stay clean. Let's see here. That's what I see on CMC. I look more into it. Yeah, Lofi is gonna have some listings, guys. That's the thing about Lofi. That's the thing about Lofi that I didn't even say in my video this morning is that, bro. Come on, get out of here. That's the thing. That's the thing about Lofi that I haven't even. Let's go. Hey, 25 people in the building, dude. We should be at 30 likes right now. We should be at 30 likes. 25 people in the building. Let's go. Come on. But that's the thing about Lofi that is so bullish is that it's just on Sui and Cetus right now. I mean, you can't even get it on Uniswap. You know what I mean? So once that hits major listings, I mean, it's definitely going to $1. And then it's only 1 billion coins. That's incredible. That's incredible, guys. Oh wow, yeah, Kraken. They start. Oh man, Lofi's gonna explode. I should probably buy a little bit more if uh, I mean, you can only buy so much crypto. I mean, I am not playing with you. I've bought over 50K worth of crypto in the last 5 days. And I told you guys I've been telling you guys for a couple of months on this channel. I said I'm gonna be coming into some money, and I'm gonna deploy. I'm gonna deploy, and I wish I got to do it earlier, but you know what? I've DCA'd little bits in there. I've built up a nice little portfolio before this week, but I have really now I'm just in straight like 100K on Lofi. Give me some more Jerry the Turtle. Give me, I'm just like I'm at the deposit booth throwing it in there. I'm give me my chips. You know what I mean? I got wads of hundreds at the casino. Like here, give me my chips. Let's go, because I want to play this market. 23 in the building, dude. Let's see. What would I do? Dude, Jai's in the building. Inferno's in the building. Yeah, Lofi the Yeti. Yeah, Lofi the Yeti. Yeah, I hope Pepe gets on Coinbase too, bro. Bro, I hope so too. I think we're gonna be. It's gonna. This market is gonna get to a point where we're gonna be yawning when we're seeing Pepe on Coinbase. When yawn, it's just gonna be so much going on. News every single day. You're gonna get numb to it. You're gonna get numb to it. How much arrow do I hold? I had 10,000 arrow. I took 5,000 out and reload. I bought some sturdy with my arrow because it went up, because I actually had arrow at the bottom at 31 cents, like you guys, like I told you. I said, guys, buy arrow at 30. It's bottomed at 30 cents. What happened? It's now it's 79 cents. So I took profits and put some in the sturdy. And so, yeah. So I just have I have 5K arrow, but you know what? Hey man, that's 125K as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Aerodrome is going to be $25, guys. These dexes are going crazy, guys. I'm telling you. I mean, I know why you're here at this channel, because you know it too. These dexes, are going to go crazy, guys. These dexes are going to go crazy, and Cetus and Aerodrome. I mean, hey man, let's get to 25 likes, guys. Come on. Muhammad, what's going on? What's going on with Jerry? You're saying Jerry's taking off? Let me see what's going on. Or are you just pumped about Jerry? He's like, Jerry's going nuts. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Jerry. Jerry. And then you go, it's like 2%. It's like, all right, bro. All right, hold on. Oh no, Jerry's pumping, guys. I guess Muhammad's right. Jerry's pumping right now. Jerry is pumping right now. Jerry is pumped. Dude, this is the third day in a row Jerry is pumped while I'm on stream. Can we get in touch with the Jerry people? Can somebody put me in front of the Jerry people? I think we need to talk. I think we need to talk. You know, I think they're watching this channel. Because Incognito, where's the Incognito? Incognito came in and said, dude, the Jerry guys are watching your channel right now. This was 2 days ago. They're watching your channel right now. I shared the stream with them. They think you're hilarious. I said, dude, tell them to slide through, man. Tell them to slide through. You know, Stayer's going to have some exclusive content on his channel. Members only. Let's do a members only interview of the devs of Jerry. You know what I mean? Let's get him, let's just hang out. I'm not going to ask you any hard questions. I just want to hang out. Because you know what? I think my community is going to be able to tell, you know, if you guys are really with it, you know, just by Stayer hanging out with you. You know what I mean? Jerry is absolutely sending. Okay, so Jerry is probably gonna. Okay, guys, all right. So Jerry is probably gonna go over its previous all-time high here in the next couple days. In the next couple days, what? Hold on, what's it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so its previous all-time high is 408. Smash the likes. I think Jerry is going to probably be. I think we're gonna shave off a 0 here, guys, in the next week, within the next few days. I'd say even sooner. Maybe with some good news from Trump this weekend with a trade deal and with China, I think the whole market is going to send. I think Bitcoin will go past its previous all-time highs this weekend. I think it's going to just be a crazy weekend, and I think all coins are going to float up along with it. So I'm really 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 excited about it. Hit the likes for Jerry right now, guys. Jerry's sending your bags are going up, guys. 28% on the day. 28% on the day. I know Jerry's they're messing with this dude Roshan, who is sitting in his I mean, nice guy. You know, they're pumping his videos. But yeah, Roshan's sitting in some apartment, eating some ramen. I'm really out here with the people. Let's go. He hasn't gone live in months. I looked at his channel. He just does about 5-minute videos here and there. Well, I put out 5-minute videos here and there too. But you know what? I'm also with the people, though. I gotta be with the people. I gotta be with the people. You know what I mean? Why? Because I'm stare. I'm not going. I told you guys back. Some of you guys have been with me since day one. And honestly, everybody in here that subscribes and is with me right now are day oneers. Okay, everybody in here are day oneers right now. Every single one of you. But there's been a few of you that were here when I only had like 6 subscribers. I had 10 subscribers, 15 subscribers, and I told you guys. I said, guys, get me to 50 subscribers so I could start live streaming. I would say that in my videos all the time. And you guys helped me get to 50 subscribers so quick. And I started live streaming. I never looked back. And you guys were like, dude, Stayer's gonna send. Stayer's gonna send, dude. You know what I mean? Stayer is gonna send. You know what I'm saying? Oh, dude, Moonbear, thanks, bro. I know, dude. Thanks for saying I'm funny. I mean, I started off the stream pretty. I mean, it was it was I know I started sounding like Infowars, right, or something like that. I mean, and even Infowars is compromised, guys. I mean, every single piece of media that you see in front of you is being controlled. It's controlled opposition. I mean, there's nothing out there that's really real because, I mean, I don't know. I rest my case. I rest my case. Back to the jokes. A banana zone. It looks like we're in a banana zone of Jerry right now. Let's go. Yeah, and you're good to buy these tops too, by the way. I mean, you can walk right in right now and slap a deposit down on Jerry right now at these highs and feel good about it. And feel really, really good about it. Because you're in the 4 zeros territory, so you're good. I mean, this zero is going to get shaved off. We're going to be at 3 zeros on Jerry very, very soon. And then I think that's when it's going to get interesting also, right? When Jerry starts to get down into the mid 3 zeros, you know what I mean? Like 000 such and such, right? I think the optics of that, people are going to want to start seeing those. People are going to start saying, hey, Jerry to a cent. Jerry, 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 Jerry. And I think that's going to rustle. It's going to rustle things around. And I think we'll be at, $300 million market cap in no time. That's when Jerry's going to be at a cent. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? BMO says, dope views, conspiracy theories, crypto. You've done it again. Anecdotes, too. You forget about the anecdotes. I'm talking about my time in the Shy. Oh, man, my time in Boston. I got married in Boston, guys. I lived in Boston for 3 years. Linden Street. Shout out Linden Street. Shout out Yisoon Bakery. You look on the end of Linden Street, you'll see Yisoon Bakery. Shout out to them. The best pastries, the best Korean buns you've ever had. The cream buns. Those girls loved me over there. I used to scurry in. You hear the jingle of the door, like, oh, here comes Stayer. Get that flat of buns ready for him. That was back when I had amazing metabolism. I think I have a picture of dude, guys. I'll show you a picture of me. Let's see here. Dang, where's a picture of me? Green screen. Let's see. Where's all the pictures? I had an old picture of me. Um, Dang, I'll have to get it later. I'll get it later. Sorry, guys. Let me. Hold on. I messed everything up. Hold on. Dang it. Yeah, Boston, stand up, man. Great city. Oh yeah, BMO. You're from? Yeah, bro. Linden Street, guy. Yeah, dude. Right there. Right there. Brookline. The Brookline. I used to ride the 66 bus. Um, and that was a Harvard Square bus. What was the? What was the? What was the Alston bus? Because I lived in Alston. That's where Linden Street's at. Dang, dude, it's been so long, man. Dude. This was '06. So this is gonna be 20 years ago that I graduated from University of Rhode Island. My wife was still at Northeastern. She was in a 5 year program, so I graduated a year before her, and I moved right to Boston the day after I graduated, and I moved right down the street from her, and she lived on in Mission Hill. So that was the Jeez, man. I think I was right next to the B line, the green line, which is the B line, and was she the E? Oh shit, man. Oh man, what a time. We were talking about going back there before we head to Chile, but shit, I don't think it's in the plans. But man, what an amazing place. You're in Inland Empire. You're out here now. Dope. I forgot about that. Yeah, you told me that a few weeks ago. Forgot about that. Um, uh, Sandeep says, love these streams because they're just a podcast with a sprinkle of some of the best crypto talks. Dude, I appreciate that. Smash these likes. Yeah, dude. I want to have more people in here. And you know what? This is great, man. This channel is growing. I'm averaging 5,000 views every 48 hours or something like that. I mean, across all, YouTube, mediums, between shorts and videos and live streaming. So it's just been amazing. I mean, they said it would take me 2.5 years to get monetized, and they're notifying me. They say, hey, get ready, Stayer. You're gonna be monetized within 30 days. I mean, I'll be monetized under 6 months, and it's all thanks to you guys. You guys being here. Without you guys, I would be absolutely nothing on this channel. So I can't, and you guys just keep coming back. We keep hanging out. I get to know you more. I mean, it's just amazing. It really is. And I know a guy with a business in 5 counties in Southern California. I just sold my ranch, but I had a bunch of animals to take care of, 6 kids and a wife, and I was like, how does he have the time to do? Well, I mean, I've just been collecting passive income, and I have a macro view, and that's the thing. That's the thing about this channel is that I wanted to bring myself to you guys in the sense of just showing you a macro view of this market without having to look at the charts, look at the RSI and this and that, and just give you 5 minutes, 10 minutes of that and just bounce, and you don't know who the hell I am or where I've been or where I'm going. I mean, there's so many. I looked at YouTube for years, and it's like, who is this guy? I've been watching this guy. Your YouTubers that you see that are in crypto, like you're watching them for on and off for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and you're like, I don't even know who this guy is. All he does is show me a chart. He acts like he knows what's going to happen. It doesn't happen, and then he denies that he said anything, and it's just like this big merry-go-round. And I was like, if I had a channel, I would, dude, I'm just gonna just be real. You know what I mean? And so yeah, this is be real. I'm not gonna be sitting around showing you charts and that's it, and shut my laptop down, and you know, I promised myself I wasn't gonna be like that. You know what I mean? Um, what did I go to school for? I went to school for political science. I have in my family on my mom's side, I have about I think 5 lawyers. I have my a couple of cousins. They're the head lawyers for Pillsbury in Minnesota, um, and and then my my great uncle was a lawyer, and then he ended up being a vice president of Trump Plaza, and for years and years and years, and he passed away a couple of years ago. But I thought I was going to be a lawyer coming out of school, and then I realized quickly that I just don't want to be. I didn't want to be a lawyer. You know what I mean? I wanted to. If I was going to start a family, and I want to be able to be with them. So, dude, Incognito is back, dude. I really appreciate you, Incognito. Moonbear says, "Yeah, dude, I have 39,000 scallop, Moonbear. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to see. I think at the low end we'll see a $10 scallop. I think on the low end, scallop has quickly become a very popular coin within the Sui community. I didn't see that coming, even though I was bullish on scallop for months now. I never thought that it would be Sui, Cetus, and then scallop. You know what I mean? I mean, even Ondo in that ecosystem. It's still it's very Ondo is very very popular, but Scallop is gaining popularity every single day. Um, let's see here. Moonbear says, "Dude, Stayer, if you start that Patreon, we can get some inner circle trades going on." I know we are. No, dude, I'm thinking by Monday. I started work on it today, and I think by Monday we are gonna have an inner circle. We're gonna have a Stayer inner circle, and you guys will all be ready to get into that, man, because and I would nominate Andy Wu as being one of those coins already, and I also see a couple other coins I wouldn't mind putting into my inner circle. So Incognito says, "What's up, my brother? Stayer, let's go. JYAI to the moon." Is JY? You gotta give these guys credit, man. Just that subtle touch on the ticker, JYAI. I mean, that is these guys had turbo in mind the whole time. I'm telling you, and it's to their credit that the success they're gonna have is that, dude. Just you see Michael Jordan being great, go out and create your own Jordan. Even go be Tracy McGrady. Go be who else was that during that time? Like great like shooting guards. I can't. But they were like, you know what? We're gonna emulate the very best. And when you emulate something or you use something as a muse or a as a an example of how you want to go about a project or about a skill or being an athlete, or you gotta inherit. You have to take in the attitude as well, right? If you want to be like Jordan, you can't just wear Jordan shoes and wear Jordan's jersey and shave your head and start chewing bubble gum everywhere. You gotta have the freaking attitude. You gotta have the work ethic. You gotta go out and shoot 1,000 shots. You gotta go eat right. You gotta go jog. You have to not party. You need to be in. I know these guys, man. Incognito. I don't even have to see these guys to know them. That's why Peter said earlier. Peter said a guy in here earlier. Peter, who's a friend of this channel, said earlier. He says, "Oh yeah, JYAI. We haven't seen the team yet." But you know what? I feel like I know Jerry the Turtles team better than I would if I saw if I saw them. You know what I mean? Like I could feel them. You know what I mean? I can feel the energy. I can feel the work ethic. There's no way in hell these guys are partying right now. These guys are working around the clock to make this coin great, and you can see it all over this silly Matt Fury photo, a picture of a green of a purple turtle, with green, mouth coming out of it. You know what I mean? Like I can feel the energy. I can say, "Oh my gosh, this is a championship level team." You know what I mean? So back to your incognito. What's up, brother? Stayer, let's go. JYAI to the moon. So wild. I'm from Mission Hill. No way you're from Mission Hill. That's crazy. I lived on Kelton Street in Alston as well, dude. Born and raised. Dude, I lived on Linden Street. Dude, Linden Street, dude. I gotta look up. See, I gotta look up on my taxes. What it's been 20 years. I don't know my. I didn't. I don't know my street number, but my actual apartment number. But I lived in a house with three or four other dudes. Linden Street's pretty much a lot of college housing. So, bro, I mean, yeah, man, yeah. So Mission Hill 617. My wife still has a 617 number. My wife still has a 617 number, and I changed my number since because of business out here. But I had a 617 number for a long time. It was 617-935-4963. So that was my phone number for a while, and I had that number changed when I went to University of Rhode Island. So I had a Boston number. I think when I was at University of Rhode Island, I don't think I changed my number when I ended up living in Boston. But dude, incognito, dude, that's amazing, dude. Boston's one of the best cities ever. Mission Hill, Brookline, that whole setup, bro. Yisoon Bakery, shout out to Yisoon Bakery. Shout out to what's that hot dog spot? Spikes. Shout out to Spikes Hot Dogs. Let's go. You know what I mean? Shout out to Steve's Pizza over there on shoot, dude. Steve's Pizza. Big ass pizza. I love that place. Uh Copley Square. Man, you guys don't have a chance to visit Boston. Go out there. Go see Boston, man. Cause I mean, some of the best times of my life were out there. So yeah, dude. So we have a connection, incognito. And now you're here with me, and I appreciate it. And let's see here. Yeah, Ross. Nobody wants to put the work into it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, when you can see work, right? You can see an insane work rate. And these guys have it, man. I mean, to a point where you look at Jerry at $3 million market cap, it's insanely undervalued. The work that these guys have put in over at Jerry the Turtle, the front offices of Jerry the Turtle, the work they've put in, this should be a $100 million market cap right now. You know what I mean? And but lucky for you, you guys get to get in now at these prices, and it looks like it's sustaining this pump, and it's going to go up even further. I think people are taking advantage of this slight dip on this pump. Lexapro, oh my gosh, guys, be nice to Lexapro, okay? But this guy, He's a great guy, but he said he was going to wait for lower prices back in April. I remember it was like April 10th. I believe we were at like 79,000, 78,000, 75,000 for Bitcoin, and we were getting fudded in here. There was guys coming in here saying that there's Bitcoin's going to 50K, and I mean he wasn't one of those guys that was fudding us. He just said, you know what, I'm bullish on Bitcoin, but I am gonna wait till 50K. It was a cool thing to say back then. Just a month ago. It's like, you know what, sir? I know we're at 75,000. I think Bitcoin is even overpriced at this stage, and I'm gonna wait for 50K. Thank you very much. He wasn't talking like that. We love Lexapro, but Lexapro did have that. He did say that, and now, buddy. I mean, we are sending. So, have you rethought about this, buddy? So Lexapro, I mean, even now, now that Bitcoin's approaching its previous all-time high and is probably going to smash through it this weekend. What do you think now? Are you now looking for dips? Have you bought? Oh, okay, you can't afford it. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Um, Rabbi, what's up, Rabbi? Rabbi's in the house. He says, "Who bought Sato when I called it?" I didn't, but others did in here. People have been talking about Sato in here. Um, Sato. Sato is going crazy, isn't it? Sato is it's a nano cap. Be careful. But yeah, it looks like it's up 44% on the day. Inferno, you have Sato? Dude, I don't know if I can mess with him. I don't know much about this Sato, but it's there's 4,000 holders in it. That's interesting. Um, you made 4x? Dope, dude. Nice call. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, guys. Is I'm gonna have a Patreon. I think the Patreon is gonna be more geared to uh the life of Stayer and because I'm gonna have a lot to show you in Chile, man. I'm gonna have a lot to show you in Baja, and I want you guys to have access to that. And my oldest son, he likes to film, so there's gonna be a ton of B-roll of us just doing stuff and just talking about more about the market, of course, and sustainability in general. Because you know what, I mean, I think what I'd like for you guys to benefit from knowing me beyond crypto. I also want you guys to know how to break down an animal, what to look for, and growing produce, what to look for, and drilling wells, and just these things that may be of use to you. That some information that may be of use to you down the line. Some real sustainability skills, and also just yeah, of course crypto, of course other things, but I think the Telegram group is going to be super degen. I love Telegram. I think the Telegram group is going to be super degen, man. We're going to be teaching people how to raid. Have you ever pumped a coin before off of Telegram? Have you ever done raids for a coin? I have. Where you're raiding tweets and doing all that, man. That stuff's super important. Um, so Lexapro, I do like you, man. You're an epic guy. Have a good day, mate. I'll pop in every now and then, dude. Yeah, Lexapro. I won't remind you about your take on Bitcoin at that time. I promise I won't do it anymore. But it's just a great example of how Bitcoin just goes, man. It just sends, dude. And we knew it back then, and it's just crazy. But it does dump too. Bitcoin will go down 80%. at the top. So yeah, dude, you're the best. I actually, we should try and get, send Lexapro some turbo or something. This community needs to be a little more active and getting guys going. You know, yeah, Rabbi's great. Rabbi's a great guy in here. Rabbi 2.0, he's awesome. Um, yeah, guys. Yeah, guys. But yeah, man, dude. I mean, not much else going on in the mountain today. Let's see. Let's see. Let's take a look at some other coins. Let's take a look at some other coins here. Um, I like what Pepe's doing. Pepe, the green frog on ETH. I think Pepe is going to start running, and we need that for Pepe. We need that for Turbo. Turbo is going to kick on. It's crazy how Turbo is consolidating. It just looks like an absolute menace, consolidating here at these levels. My goodness. I think we're going to see Turbo going crazy here in a day or in a couple days. Turbo will march right to ascent. No doubt about it. You know, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Let's see here. Let's see. I hope this Pakistan-India conflict ends, guys. I mean, we don't need war. We don't need any war. We don't need any war. Oh man, what am I trying to look at here? Sometimes I get on this computer. Sometimes I get on this laptop and I forget what I'm even freaking looking at. Hey guys, if you're not subscribed yet to the channel, YouTube is telling me that more than half of the people that watch me every day aren't subscribed. So if you're it's free. You could smack a like on there. Veteran says MooDeng 140%. Oh my goodness. It'll drop back down a little bit. There'll be some entries on MooDeng, guys. MooDeng's going to $2, but there's going to be some entries here soon. MooDeng's going to cool off for like maybe a few days, and then it's going to knock past 44 cents. I think was its previous all-time high. I think within a month it'll knock past its previous all-time high. But you may have a day. I mean, honestly, you might not. Honestly, I think this might be the dip because if China and U.S. seal the deal right now with this weekend in Switzerland, this may very well be the only time to get in on MooDeng on these levels. So I might be steering you wrong saying that there's going to be a dip to 8 cents. I know I said that about half an hour ago, but shit, man. I mean, the dips aren't gonna really look at Turbo. If you're waiting for a dip on Turbo, good luck, man. This Turbo is just gonna sit here at 0.6 of a cent, and I don't think it's gonna go much lower. It's only gonna go up. So it's just gonna go right to its previous all time high is 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 1.4 cents. And that looks low, doesn't it? Doesn't that look low for Turbo now? It's crazy how the market just changes the psychological outlook on these coins. It's crazy. If I told you 3 months ago that 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 Turbo would look like it's bottoming at just under a cent, you'd be like, dude, you're crazy. I mean, was like 4 or 5 zeros not too long ago. Well, look at it now. Look at it now. And retail's not even around. You know what I mean? Retail is not even around. Frederica, how are you today? Mog is winning. Dude, Mog is winning, dude. Mog is sending. I mean, if you watch Stairs videos the last 2 or 3 months and you acted and you didn't take Stairs advice as financial advice because it wasn't, but if you were intrigued and curious on some of these coins and actually bought them, you're up a shit ton right now. You know what I mean? Right, Frederica? I mean, if you were just casually watching my videos and happen to act on some of the coins I'm talking about, you're up at least 2x. He's strong. She's like strong. Let's go. Absolutely. What a great freaking day, guys. What a man. It's incredible. It's incredible. Incredible. But good luck getting a dip on Turbo. I don't think that's happening. What else isn't? Let's see. What else is going on here? What else? Yeah. I'm looking around. Man, Jupiter's inching up, but Jupiter doesn't have much in it. Jupiter's sitting at 55 cents. As I told you earlier, like I love Dex plays, but I mean Jupiter has already done well already. It's already a $1 billion market cap. It maybe has a 5x left in it. You know, man, what's Jupiter's? What's Jupiter's? Yeah, see, it'll get back to its previous all-time high, maybe 2x from there. Maybe it'll get to $4. But I mean, there's other coins out there. I think. What do I think about Shiba? When I think of Shiba Inu, the first thing that comes to my head, first thing that comes to my head is bag holder. I think Shiba Inu it probably leads the way, leads a lot of these coins from last cycle as a bag holder coin. I mean, so many people have round tripped Shiba. So many people bought Shiba at the highs and didn't make any money and held it. And I think they're just waiting to sell and on any kind of movements on Shiba. You know what I mean? So that's what I think of Shiba. Now, will Shiba 10x, 20x from here? Yeah, why not? It's going to be a bumpy ride. You're not going to like it. You're not like the ride. It's going to be a very, very bumpy ride. Some of these coins from last bull run, they're going to come back and do a 5, 10, maybe a 20x at the very most. But it's going to be such a bumpy ride, and you're going to see coins like Turbo and all these other coins providing way more multiples. That you're going to be pulling your hair out, and you're going to be like, you know what? Let me get out of Shiba and let me get into Lofi. Let me get into Pepe or Jerry. You know what I mean? Like it's like those are the coins you're going to be itching to get into. Isn't that funny, Frederica? I mean, that's the first thing that comes to my head is bag holders. Shalonius Monk, what's going on? I tell you what, man. You're right. Jerry is doing incredible. And you know why? Because people are starting to realize how much it's like Turbo. You know what I mean? And how much it's undervalued even in its own right as a Matt Fury coin. It's so undervalued right now. This coin should be way higher. And it will be. I think within a month, within a month, if this market keeps going the way it's going, I think Jerry will hit price discovery above 408, and then it'll start shaving off zeros very quickly. I think we're going to be talking about a cent very, very, very soon. I mean, it only needs to hit needs to hit like a $800 million market cap to hit a cent. You know, I mean, man, in this market right now, that's right around the corner. You know what I mean? Yeah, it'll be amazing. I mean, I think it's a short shot, guys. I mean, if you're watching my channel enough, you know that I really discard a lot of coins that we talk about that people bring to me on this channel. I mean, Shalonius, you've told me a couple coins and I've been like, no, 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 I don't like that. I don't like this about that coin. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little prick when it comes to coins I don't like, and there's a lot of coins I don't like. You know what I mean? I'm bearish on most of this market in terms of the coins that I want to buy. You know what I mean? But you hear me talking about Jerry, and yeah, you hear me talking different, right? Because you can see the work rate. You can see the model. You can see, I bet you you go in the Jerry into the front offices of Jerry, or you go into the bedrooms of these devs, and they got posters of Turbo on the wall, dunking like they're Michael Jordan posters. These guys are idolizing Turbo, and they're not just looking at Turbo and like, let me copy Turbo. Let me do like a purple frog with a they'll do something a little different. Like, you know how people are lazy when they try and emulate something they like. You know, they didn't just go and make a purple frog with a different helmet on, with like a race car helmet on, and like they just tried to get lazy and just recreate a different Turbo. You know, they didn't try and do that. They said, you know what? Let's go, let's go grab this Matt Fury vibe. Let's take it and let's actually put the principles and the tokenomics of Turbo into the engine. Let's put 69 billion coins in circulation. You know what I mean? Let's build a vibrant community. Let's put some really great art out there, and let's put a roadmap that people can actually follow, and let's just work day and night at making this coin great. You know what I mean? That you can tell they're doing that. Yeah, it's really a really great project hiding within a meme. If they keep this work rate going, it will go to $1 billion market cap, guys. You know what I mean? They just keep making a coin that, because the work rate day after day, it creates this perception of undervalue, right? And that's what you want from great coins. Like, look at Turbo. Turbo went to a cent, and now it sits underneath a cent, and you're looking at it because it's been going so hard regardless of the price. You're like, Turbo's undervalued. I can see Turbo at 50 cents, 70 cents, a dollar, because they're going so hard. No, Jerry is not on Coinbase. Jerry is on nothing but fringe exchanges right now. Like, no major exchanges. I know they tried to announce that L Bank was a major exchange, and credit to them. They're trying to create buzz, and it is a notable exchange, but it's not any kind of tier that is really top level. Jerry is still very much in very much down the bench. You know what I mean, in terms of exchanges. It's not on the court yet for certain level exchanges. You know what I mean? It's not on Coinbase yet. It's not on Crypto.com yet. It's not on Binance. It's not on Kraken. But I'm hearing Kraken soon. I'm hearing Kraken soon. You know, I'm hearing Kraken right around the corner. Vishal's making a shopping list. Oh yeah. I always lose a few people when I have a bite of something, but you want to wrap? I know. I've been sitting here with this little this Trader Joe's wrap sitting over here on the side stage here. I had to just. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it since we're having a little bit of a lull, just as we're talking. But um, let's see. My goal was 100 kilos of gold, bro. I mean, you just, why don't you just buy Bitcoin? Bitcoin's gonna be way much more value than gold, dude. Gold's gonna get crushed against Bitcoin. Dinner with Stayer. I think I mean, yeah, I would just accumulate Bitcoin, man. Digital assets. I mean, an asset that can't be diluted. Bitcoin. There's only X amount of million coins. I mean, gold. They can always go find some more gold. The elites can always find a new gold mine and lower the price of gold, guys. I mean, come on. You guys know that, right? I mean, there is no finite amount of gold in the world. Gold is always being found, and they always seem to do it when they want to lower the price. Oh, here's another gold mine. You know what I mean? And everyone's like, "Oh, is there more gold over there?" Oh, and then gold's like, bump, 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 bump. Just gets knocked down, and the elites just rub their hands together, and they watch as you dump your gold off because you see it going down. And it's just, come on. I mean, Bitcoin is making these elites sweat. Bitcoin is making the elites like get rounds of funding. They're desperately trying to get as much Bitcoin as possible. I mean, if you look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is crushing the elites, man. They are scrambling, trying to get their hands on Bitcoin. I mean, if anything, I mean, Bitcoin has brought the elites to their knees. They know that if the public actually understood what Bitcoin is and that everyone bought Bitcoin, they would be in deep shit. They would lose the control over people. You know what I mean? Because the dollar would continuously inflate. They would have to close businesses. I mean, they're already doing this. It's like because you got to understand why. You guys understand why elites are even messing with us with these market cycles, right? Why they have to dump on us and they have to make us poor is because every year they're less rich because of inflation. You know what I mean? Like Elon Musk has to continuously work to protect his fortune because if he did nothing and just spent money, I mean, even the billions that he has, he knows in 10 years he wouldn't really be worth anything. You know what I mean? That's why he's messing around in our government right now. They're all they're all just plundering our government money right now, guys. I mean, with printing the money and the inflation is theft on its own. You know that, right? When they raise prices, uh, saying and using inflation to raise prices, it's theft. They're taking more money from you for the same amount of goods, for the same quality of goods. They're making 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100, 200, 300% more money off of you. Like, look at eggs. I mean, a carton of eggs, if you were just to have eggs and have chickens, man, I mean, 12 eggs will be worth less. It would be it, you couldn't give me. Let me rephrase this. All right. So 12 eggs, right? You can give me a quarter, just like a quarter, you know, for 12 eggs, and I'd be happy because you know what, the the what it would cost for me to produce those 12 eggs, I would just have I could have 8 or 9 chickens just grazing. It wouldn't cost me anything. I would be up 25%. I would be up 25 cents. It really didn't cost me anything to make that carton of eggs, but they're having you pay 8, 9, 10, $11, $11 for 12 eggs. You're being ransacked. You are being. They might as well knock you over the head with a baseball bat, bro. They might as well just come around and kick you in the stomach. $11 for 12 eggs. I mean, people should be ashamed of themselves. Yeah, Shalonius Monk. When you look at those eggs, know that America is enslaved. I mean, you can like we're like you want to talk about black people used to be slaves and this and that. No, dude, the slavery is alive and well. Slavery is alive and well, guys. It's right in front of you. You know what I mean? It may be you, but if you're having to buy the eggs at those prices, you're a slave. There's no way around it. You're in a rat race. There's no way around it. You know what I mean? There is no way around it, bro. And that's why they have to play around with us in these markets. They have to beef up retail and get them to buy at the top so they can dump on them and collect all the money. I mean, that's hard work. I mean, they're working hard to make that happen. They've worked so freaking hard, guys, to make you not want to buy Bitcoin and make you not want to buy altcoins for the last year and a half. It's been a shit ton of money being spent on advertising and on news outlets. They have to pay these news outlets to tell you that Bitcoin sucks, that you'll never make any money in the crypto market. You know what I mean? And it costs money to go and dump mantra. You know what I mean? And rug mantra and rug all these coins. Libra coin. It takes a lot of planning and it takes some money. And why are they doing that if they're so rich? Well, it's because money is being less and less valued every single day, and Bitcoin is gaining more value every single day. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. And the great equalizer in all of this is that if you can be sustainable and you can actually know how to have a cow, milk a cow, know how to process an animal, and know how to store an animal, know how to raise have control of your own food supply. That is the ace in the hole for any human being on this planet. You don't have to listen to any government. You don't have to vote or do anything. Voting doesn't matter. I mean, if you have the elements at your disposal and you know how to use them and use what God has put on this country, put on this land for you to take care of, harvest, process. You don't need these people, and they know that. That's why they don't teach this in schools. That's why they don't give you access to these things. That's why they shun these things. That's why they say, "Oh my gosh, why would you want to milk a cow?" You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, why would you want to have chickens? Oh, don't chickens shit everywhere? I think I'll buy my $13 worth of eggs. Yeah, yeah, buy your $13 worth of eggs. Buy that 13 dozen. $13 for a dozen. Yeah, you're smart, aren't you? You're such a smart guy. Go play your video games and go make an omelet. Go make a $6 omelet. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, auto shop in school. Yeah, but I mean, they're not even, bro. They're not even telling you how to really work on these electric engines and stuff like that, dude. I mean, this is all good. This is, man. If you don't see what's going on, man, and then they always send me less people. When YouTube hates it when I start going off on these tangents. They give me less people in here, but that's okay. That's okay. Um, that's all right. You know. Okay, 15 people. People, thank you, YouTube. Thank you for the 15 people. Look how I leaned up when I saw 15 people come in. I'm like, oh yes, oh, like, hey man, this is all here for us to push our buttons, man. To push our buttons, bro. Yeah, dude. Save. Dude, I am not a crypto millionaire. What are you talking about? Save, I'm just a guy eating a wrap. I'm just a guy eating a wrap. We're 2 hours in. You know? But that's why I'm so into this crypto market though. Because right now, it's a great equalizer. If you can be patient, if you can be calm and have weathered these all these dumps and dips and bamboozles and of the last year or two, I mean, then you can do anything, you know? Then you'll be able to scale out in the next 90 to 180 days. You'll be able to scale out on your favorite coins for profit, you know? Um, so, Frederica said, I've never been on a live this long. I know, dude. It's a lot of fun. I'm working on my garden and buying chicken soon. Good for you. Yeah, dude. I mean, go take a class on how to process an animal. You don't leave it to the butchers at Ralph's or at wherever the hell you're shopping at to have all the skills, you know, in processing animal. To tell you the truth, even the butchers at your local supermarket really don't even know how to process an animal. They're given cuts and they go back there and they wash the cuts off, or they might shave off some stuff, make it look a little nicer, but they're not really, they don't really, if you sat down, if you gave them a half a cow to work on, they wouldn't know what the hell to do with it. You know what I mean? And that's all by design, is that the people that actually really run this country, they don't want anyone to have those types of skills. So, you know what I mean? Yes, Inferno, it's still early. Yes, Inferno, it is actually still early. I think Ross says I can't. Ross will never go into a supermarket ever. Yeah, Ross is in the real beef. Yeah, bro. Let's see here. And it's funny because the elites will make someone like me sound pompous and arrogant. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, dude, learn how to tie your own shoes, man. You got to learn how to tie your own shoes and clothe yourself. You should learn how to be sustainable, okay? To have basic, these are basic human skills that over the course of the elites taking over the world, they've made it now not it's not in your best. They made it to where they made society to where it's not in your best interest to know these basic skills of life because you're too busy trying to get your hours in so you can get your check, right? So you can pay your bills, so you can just cycle this whole thing. And that's where they want you. But if you actually are able to unplug out of it and be able to sustain on your own, I mean, and that's asking a lot. I mean, we all have to have houses, we all have to have bills and shit like that. And I mean, listen to that, right? I mean, but do we really? I mean, maybe we don't. So it's just odd, man. It's a real odd existence right now. But Snake River and Harris Ranch for me. There you go. There you go. But I mean, that's why we're putting tens of thousands of dollars on a purple turtle. It's because it's because the elites have taken everything else. You know what I mean? They've taken everything else. Don't you understand that you can have a regenerative cattle business and make millions? Like you can start with a bull and like three heifers and amass like a huge cattle portfolio. You know what I mean? Like you can have 500 head in a matter of 10 years. 15 years. You can be making 6 7 figures on a bunch of cattle, but they don't want you to do that because then you wouldn't need the government to really survive. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Like it's crazy. People used to trade cattle for stuff. Like it's just nuts, man. It's just nuts. It's crazy. And then they got us down to checking on Fartcoin, right? They got us checking the price on Fartcoin. You know what I mean? Like they have us in the slums, bro. I mean, crypto is so much fun. It's a great market, but I mean, to have to resort to to putting money on Peanut the squirrel, to see if you can buy a house. I mean, like that's crazy. Like that is a crazy existence, dude. And it's funny. It's funny because the market is fun. Like I love being in this market and I love making money in this market. It's even fun to lose money in this market. But it just tickles me to death, man. That most of and that's the thing is like it's what's even worse is like most Americans don't even have the time or money to even understand this market, to even go and put money on Jerry the Turtle or anything like that. They have to wait until the government or the elites tell them it's safe to do so, of which it's really not safe to do so. And they have to wait till Jerry's at like 14 cents, 15 cents, and then the elites are like, okay, you can buy Jerry now. You can buy. Oh wow. Oh, on the back of my Doritos, it's Jerry the Turtle. I should buy some Jerry the Turtle. You know what I mean? Like the heights of the market are hilarious. Like the heights of the crypto market are so funny. Like when you're scaling out, it's funny and it's sad at the same time. But you just see how people are just it's just sad. And people, some people can't help it, man. A lot of people can't help it, man. They can't help but not pay attention until they're told to pay attention. You know what I mean? It's just nuts. Yeah, Shalonius Monk. It's effing crazy, bro. It's effing crazy. If you think about it too hard, it's just nuts, man. It's just nuts. There is really no way to even it's just it makes you laugh. You know, it makes you laugh. What makes you laugh will make you cry. Yo, bro. What makes you laugh will make you cry, man. Tell me I ain't right. I don't. I just bit my lip. Means I gotta drink some water. But Inferno says, take into account there will only be 21 million Bitcoin, and the fact that how many Bitcoin have been lost on hard drives, people that have lost seed phrases, not to mention the original Satoshi wallets. Yep. That being said, there is actually less BTC available, making it more scarce of an asset. Every day. Every day. I mean, the things that you're saying happen every day. You know what I mean? Bitcoin is lost every day. It is bought and lost every single day. And it scares. I'm telling you, these elites are scared shitless. Scared shitless. They're punishing me right now, too. 11 people in the building. They're punishing me. There should be about 30 people in here, probably. They're punishing me. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay with it. If you haven't liked already, please do. Let's get to 30 likes. They're like, damn, stairs on top of a mountain talking real shit. Well, let's turn his ass down. Let's send him some racist trolls. You know what I mean? Release the racist trolls, and they got Donna from what was her name? Donna, the trailer park Donna, come in and spell out the N word real slow on my stream. That was hilarious. But they send people like that. It might have been a bot. I mean, Donna may not have been real, man. But shoot, this is so funny. That's crazy, Frederick. Think about it. Think about it, bro. Dude, it's crazy. It's insane. It's insane. But you know what? They gave us this technology to where I could sit where I am and talk to you where you are. Even albeit they'll allow 12 people to hear me. I mean, I'm not supposed to have freaking 1,000 people in here or something. But I probably should have a lot more. But Friday afternoon, then maybe not. I mean, shoot, it's Friday. I bet everybody's in traffic, listening to the radio, listening to playlists on Spotify, and they don't even know I'm on stream right now. But maybe it's just some sort of fair thing. But it's pretty hilarious. Inferno, highly suggest. And here's the thing: what I want to do with my Patreon is that I want to do. I'm going to put videos on there, especially when I have my ranch, and I'll show you. I'll show you how to take care of chickens. I'm going to take all the fear out of this stuff, man. I mean, animals are more to your benefit than to your detriment, bro. I mean, having cattle, having pigs. Oh man, dude, it's great to throw all your food waste to your pig every day, dude. To your pigs, it's the best feeling. You know what I mean? Um, having sheep, like ducks, geese, rabbits. I'll show you how to process all this stuff. When I process an animal, I mean they look up at me and they're like, "Do it, Stayer. It's been an honor." Like animals know deep down they're here for us. You know what I mean? They're here for us to consume them. Every day, like they have a great day. They don't have to worry about anything. You know what I mean? And so people are like, oh my gosh, you kill animals? And then meanwhile, they're going to Ruth Chris Steakhouse. They're going to, I mean, you're eating out. You're eating beef, honey. Like, why you gotta hate? You know? Oh my gosh, I could just never do that. Well, it's because the elites are feeding you hand to mouth right now until they won't, until they don't, right? Um, yeah, a small manageable one, you know what I mean? Samson's in the house. Um, dude, you need to go get some. Cetus is probably the best buy out there right now, even at these levels. There's certain coins that even at the tops, at the local tops right now, you're good to go. Just accumulate if you can. Just DCA if you can. Cetus is going to $14. Cetus is going to $14, guys. You know what I mean? $10 billion market cap for Cetus. Bank it. That's happening. And honestly, that could be a low assessment because I think they're gonna send Sui. They're gonna send Sui out of here. Sui's still 100x right now. You know what I mean? Sui's gonna be over $100 by the end of the bull run, man. The way Sui moves, there's no stopping Sui, and I think we've talked about this before that they got the same devs that were behind Solana that are in Sui. And I tell you what, man, Sui's been moving like Solana used to move. Solana would go from like 30. Solana went from like 30 some cents, like boom, $2, $3. Oh wow, where'd that happen? Okay, now it's just like kind of, and then like boom, $5. And I'm watching Sui, and that Sui's coiling up for another big move to 2x its previous all time highs. I bet you Sui within a month will be at $10, and we'll just and everyone's gonna not say anything. It's not gonna be front page news, It's just you're just gonna accept it for what it is, and it's gonna keep doing that. It's gonna go from $10, $20, $30, $50, all the way up to past $100, and nobody will bought it. Everybody would have looked at it and kept moving on. And so what I'm looking to do is to buy everything around Sui, and I want to have like 1,000 Sui. I'm gonna buy. I've every Sui coin I've bought so far, I've transferred it into Cetus, I swapped it for Cetus, or swapped it for Scallop, or swapped it for Lofi, like I did today. Um, I bought like 15,000 some Scallop today, and I bought 100,000 Lofi today, and that was from Sui coins. I was swapping on a Sui wallet, but I need to have 1,000 Sui coins, and I think Sui is a multi-cycle hold. You know, I think Sui will be probably $1,000 and ten and 5 to 10 years. You know what I mean? Like Solana is going to be $1,000 this cycle. It's just gonna be that way. You know. So Frederica, you're only on Coinbase, not financial advice. Go ahead and get on. I mean, well, I don't. I'm not. See, I never liked Coinbase. Just just the layout of Coinbase. I just never liked. And this was back in like 2018. So that was the last time I actually had a Coinbase wallet. It was back in like 2018. And I just didn't like it. But I think everything was primitive back then. And then I got a crypto.com wallet, and I've loved it ever since. It looks better on my phone. I like using it. So I use a crypto.com wallet. I can buy Cetus. I can buy crypto.com has a lot of listings, and then it's really easy to transfer these coins out to other wallets. It's really easy to use a crypto.com wallet and then get your wallet address for another wallet that you have and be able to seamlessly transfer it out. So like I bought 1,000 Sui this morning on crypto.com, and I transferred it to a Sui wallet, and then I swapped Sui for Lofi and Scallop. So for me, it starts with crypto.com wallet, and then now you can download wallets from these sites like Sui. You just go to Sui, and you can download their wallet and make it an extension on your Chrome extension. Like so you can do that. Yeah, you can do that. You can do it. Get a Sui wallet, and then like Phantom's good for like Solana stuff. Phantom wallet. So I have a Phantom wallet. I have a Sui wallet. I have a Uniswap wallet. It's great for ETH. Um, and Yeah, so I have a MetaMask. So these are all, you want to diversify your holdings within these wallets. You know what I mean? Brandon Lee's in the house. What's going on, bro? Brandon Lee. Brandon Lee is hoping for a 36K dip to get into Bitcoin. Good for you, buddy. Good for you, buddy. Yeah, I'm well, man. Just hanging out. Just hanging out. Yeah, I sold my ranch. I'm at my friend's ranch, and then I'm gonna be in Baja for 3 months on a vacation, and then headed to Chile. Gonna buy a place out there and have a bigger ranch. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, man, it's a freaking great day, dude. You can't beat this. You can't beat what's going on out here. You can't beat what's going on out here. You know? Yeah, man. I tell you what. Tell you what. This market. I think something's gonna happen tomorrow with the Switzerland event. You're not the. What's his name? Scott Benescent or whatever. Besant. He's not going out there. Trump's not sending him out there to do nothing, man. And Trump said it. Trump said it himself. Trump's like, listen, we've been talking with China for a while. I don't think we're gonna have a big meeting with China to do nothing. He said that during the UK deal meeting press conference, didn't he? Didn't he say that? Congratulations, yeah, dude. Yeah, Frederica, get yours. Let's go. Looks like Far Cry 5. Are you comparing this to a video game? Oh my goodness. Bro, I don't know if I'm confident in Trump, but I mean, he has pulled through on some real shit. He has, I mean, I'm not a Trump guy. I'm not a Biden guy. I mean, not to say I wasn't at January. That's another story. But not to say I haven't supported Trump in the past. And he's our president, so I'm going to stand behind him. But let's just say I have supported him in a more intense level in the past. I don't now. I've been my eyes have been opened since then. But yeah, I'm not like I said, I'm not into the two-party system. It is one group behind the scenes that are controlling it all, so that we don't even know who they are, and which tells you something, right? I mean, they don't want to know who they are because it's just like some dirty devs that are slow rugging coin. It's the same system. It's the same playbook. So I don't know why we're not surprised when we're going to see, America go into the nastiest depression you've ever seen coming up after this bull run from 2026 to 2030. I think 2026 to 2030 is just going to be, oh my goodness. Oh my. Um, do you think a panel would be good as leaders for each nation? You know what I mean? Here's the thing is that if human beings were actually self-empowered and self-sustainable, meaning how to, get your own food and make your own food, because food's key. Food is really the thing here. It's not money, it's food. If you're able to run your own self-sustaining model, you don't need a government other than to keep your country sovereign in the sense that if another country tried to come in and invade, that you would have a government that assembles an army to defend your land with you, right? Because they have interests of their own. They have their own land, and they have their own cattle and livestock to their own self-interests to protect as well. That's the essence of a government. A government is not supposed to be, an entity that's overruling a mass of people that don't know how to feed themselves. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what a government was meant to be. It is not what the forefathers of this country wanted our government to be. Smash the likes. You know what I mean? Yeah, government should. Yeah, the government should be there. The government should be coming to you for food. The government should be like, hey, we'll pay you this amount for this amount of beef or pork or produce because we have a group of people that are in need, or that are, oh, we have a group of people that are manufacturing this product for us. They don't have time to farm. That's a better model, right? Now you have a buyer of your pork or your beef that actually needs it for good reason. It's not that, oh, give me the government today. It's like, okay, let me get two or three of these companies, and I get to control the pricing on these companies that provide this produce, and I'm gonna use that as a weapon on these other people that I've made it to where that they can't provide for themselves, so they're gonna pay whatever price I tell them to pay, and so I get to stay over top of all these people. You know what I mean? You know. So So if that makes sense, guys, I mean, in essence, that's what the government should be there to do: is facilitate, help facilitate transactions, help bring buyers to you, the producer, and the buyers should be other producers that don't have time to produce what you're producing, right? I mean, a guy that has a cattle farm shouldn't be having his arm twisted to sell his beef for no profit. He should be he should be getting paid handsomely to sell to another guy or another group of people that are making machines that help him get from point A to point B, or help him make his processes easier. You know what I mean? Or a group of people that are providing some sort of service where, they're helping out, with this country, or group of people, and they get the benefit from the produce guy. You know what I mean? That's how it should be, but it's a big scam. It's a big it's a lie, because the government, if you close your eyes and you think, oh, America, yeah, that's how America is, right? No, it's not. It's not at all. It's not like that at all. Smash the likes. 15 in the building. Yeah, Rith, what a fantastic day. You know what I mean? What a fantastic day. I tell you what, I am on a sick one today, guys. I have been spitting facts for three hours on this channel. I bet you if a mountain lion came up behind me, it wouldn't even try and bite me. It would sit down for some coffee and be like, you know what, Stayer? You're right. You know what I mean? You know what? You're right. This country needs some change. Yeah, bro. HBCU maker, what's going on, dude? I haven't seen you in a while. HBCU, what's going on, my bro? He says, just curious. Just curious. Would you sell Jasmine for Cetus? I'm not a big fan of Jasmine. I would pick Cetus over Jasmine any day of the week. I would pick Cetus over Jasmine any day of the week, just on the simple fact that Cetus is making real money. Jasmine is not. Um, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, Samson. Like, seriously, everybody. I have cooled everyone. Everyone's just sitting and listening. Even the bears, even the mountain lions, even the raccoons, all the coyotes. They're all gathered around. Like, you know what? I was gonna go kill a rabbit, but shit, man, Stare is spitting right now. Stare is spitting right now. You know what I mean? But it's just the truth, man. It's the truth, Brandon Lee. I don't think any of these politicians are here to help you. They're actors. I mean, and when I say that, everyone's like, yeah, right. What are you saying? Oh, are governments from Hollywood? Well, I mean, first of all, most of them, yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're Hollywood trained, but also they're actors in a sense that they're just following a script. These aren't original ideas. This is one big plan that is being slowly rolled out. You know what I mean? Campfire with Stair, Ross. This is Friday Night Lights. Let's go. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're great. They're great actors, man. They're amazing actors. And you know what? If you were getting paid as much as they're getting paid to act, you'd be great too. If you were paying me millions to be I'd be like Denzel Washington. I can't only everyone's waiting for the Denzel Washington freaking impression, but shit, I actually I shouldn't have said that. Because I don't have a great Denzel and Washington impression. Um, uh, uh, Maybe I can do a Morgan Freeman or something like. Oh, I can't even. Dude, maybe later. Maybe I'm on a boomer. Maybe. Remember that movie with Christian Slater and Morgan Freeman called Hard Rain. He was like, it's some hard rain. You know, it's a hard rain. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, dude. I mean, if you're getting paid millions under the table, I mean, look at these guys' salaries, dude. I mean, these guys' salaries they're making 60K a year as a congressman, but they have like five houses and sports cars and I mean, because they're getting tons of envelopes. They're just getting paid, by special interests and which are the elites, and you know what I mean. Just crazy, guys. But what can you do? What can you do other than trade a purple turtle? What can you do? You better buy some more turtle while boy, boy, you better buy some more turtle. You better buy some more purple turtle quick because they're gaining on you. Literally, we have like literally a 3 week window to load up, and then shit is just after that. Anything that you buy, you're not gonna know where you're at. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Buying turbo for the first time at like 20 cents, 25 cents. You don't know where the hell you're at. I mean, you're hoping for like turbo that'll go to $10 at that point or something to make crazy gains, which people will do. They will buy at that level, thinking that it's going to go higher. But they've only been in this market for a couple weeks. They don't know what's going on. But that's what I'm saying. You don't want to buy alongside retail, dude. Don't do it. That's why you have to either buy now, and if you don't have the money to buy now, then shit, man. Then figure out how to milk a cow. Figure out how to get some pigs on your. If you're in an apartment, see if you can see if you how many chickens you can get on the back patio. Because it's going to be hard living the next 5 years. I'll tell you that right now. Because you saw JP, you saw Jerome Powell. I mean, where is this? This guy is in La La Land to say, hey, 2%. We're at 2% inflation. Everything's going really, really well. We have no reason to really cut rates right now. We're just waiting on Trump and the tariffs. But other than that, I mean, hey man, record jobs, this guy's lying right to your face, bro. Right to your face. Food prices have gone up 300%. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, shit, dude. I mean, you're sitting there looking at eggs for $13. They were like, maybe it's 1,300%. I mean, eggs were like a dollar 50 for a dozen. In 2018, 2019. I mean, this guy says, "Oh, we're at 2% inflation." Are you kidding me? But they'll lie right to your face because you're in a daze. You're literally just trying to get your next check and pay your high bills and go to sleep and get ready for tomorrow. That's all you're trying to do, and they know that. They know that. So if you don't have any money to buy right now, I would, man, if this is what this is a question I'm asking myself tonight. What would I do if I was in a dead end job? Now is a you could have 100K a year job and it be a dead end job because 100K a year is not supporting a family of four. I mean, you're barely making it. So what would Stayer do if I didn't have any money to buy in this market right now, and I like I can't buy anything at the lows right now. This market is, as far as I'm concerned, done for me, and I can't do anything. I can't make any money on this market. You know what I do? I'd look at my family, even my extended family, and I'd say, listen, guys, how much money can we get together to buy some land? I mean, let's get some passports too, because you gotta understand, like, being in America during the next 5 years, they're gonna be cracking down on sustainable living situations like you would not believe. Like, if I continued on with my ranch, not only would I have my neighbors clamoring at me for food, for cheaper food, but also I would have the government coming onto my land trying to regulate how I milk my cow, how, what am I doing with my cattle, what am I doing with my eggs, what am I doing with my with anything that I'm producing on my land. They want to know what I'm doing with it. They're going to note it, and then they're going to create regulations to make sure that I never want to own any kind of livestock ever again. That I would be so sorry if I ever even touched a cow. That's going to happen in the next 5 years. And same thing with homeschooling and stuff. So I would get my family, my extended family, my uncles, my cousins that are, if you're tight, you got a big family. I mean, first of all, what's in your favor is that they're probably hurting too. They're not millionaires. They have dead end jobs. They have bills that are skyrocketing. So I would say family meeting, and I would say, listen, I got X amount of money to put in. We can get passports, and I got X amount of money to put in on some land outside of the country. That's in some really good farmable land. You know, who's with me? Because right, the best thing you can do for yourself is exiting this system, because the system is set up to beat your ass. This system is a setup to wake you up, punch you in the face, throw some cold water on you. You know what I mean? Hit you with the electrical wires, and send you off, and kick you on the way down. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, dude. Oh, I'm sorry. Inferno's like, please, this is doomsday stare right now. This is doomsday stare right now. Wow. Wow. This is Inferno's like, okay, dude. I got my beer. But let's just talk about coins, please. You're scaring me. But seriously, I mean, I'm just saying, for the people that, don't have any money to put into this market, is I would say, then exit this whole system, figure out how to feed yourself, and any money that comes in, you buy Bitcoin. That is the only way that you can gain an edge on these elites that are beating your ass. I mean, honestly, I've had a great life so far, and I looked at my life and I said, you know what? If I still, and this is, by the way, I just sold my ranch a week ago, in the most beautiful place. I mean, I'm 10 minutes away. I'm 10 minutes away from my ranch down the street. Um, I've exited from the most beautiful place in America. You know, I can go down. It could be snowing at my house, and I could put on a Hawaiian shirt and ride 20 minutes down the hill and be in Palm Springs, and it's 75 degrees, and I can go hit the pool like it's the middle of summer. I mean, I lived in the we live in the best place. But I said to myself, I looked around, I read a couple books. Only the Paranoid Survive is a great book. I forget the guy. I'll have to post it on the community post. And I'm going to read the book again because I was just shocked. But the book is about only the paranoid survive, meaning that CEOs and leaders of countries and leaders of companies that are successful are never comfortable, always paranoid. And so I looked around and I'm like, because I'm doing well. Hey man, I got a service business in 5 counties. I'm making top dollar. Yeah, I'm seeing the signs of a major decline. Maybe I'll probably lose 40% of my business over the course of the next 5 years, just off of inflation, off of AI. I'm gonna take some hits, but I'll be okay. I'll still have my farm and everything like that. But I looked around. I'm like, you know what? Like, I don't know if I would like that. I don't know if I'd like to take that type of hit. And what can I do to gain an edge against these guys that are trying to end my life? In terms of inflation and regulations on my farm and on my family and on my business. And I was like, you know what? If I was to sell this place, I was a year, I was, I think I was about 18 months from paying the place off. So I had a ton of equity, no second mortgages or anything like that. I said, okay, you know what? We have the skills. We can take these skills anywhere. I could take these skills on the road. We know how to run a farm, all aspects of animals. I know how to do everything. I can take these skills on the road, and I can go to another country that's off the beaten path with better weather, even better weather than I have now, and it'll cost me, about 60% less than what it's costing me right now on bills. And I'm like, you know what? I can take a shot on the future, and then I could turn around and buy Bitcoin with all my extra money, and also I can have a bigger farm. I could actually make money with my farm. It won't just be self-sustainable. I'll go to a country that actually needs me for production, and I can actually charge my prices that I've always wanted to charge, and I can have the more land where I can get more animals than I ever have before, for a fraction of the cost. And it's a no-brainer for me. It's a no-brainer for me. Even as I sat on my porch, and said, everything, life's great, everything's cool. I said to myself, you know what? It's worth a shot, because I don't want these elites gaining an edge on me any longer. I'm better than this. What's up? Right there. Yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much, I mean, uh let's see here. Samson says, I need a bag of all those crypto you mentioned on your channel: Cetus, Pinlink, Neuro AI, and Echelon Prime. I got 1,000 Echelon Prime coins, guys. I got 1,000 Echelon Prime coins. That thing's going to $200. I can't wait. I got 37,000, a little under 40,000 coins of Cetus, man. I cannot wait for that to hit 14 bucks. Pinlink, I got 6,000 coins of Pinlink, trying to get to 10, but Pinlink at $1 billion market cap will be 53 bucks. And that dude Orleski, the guy who ran Engine Coin up to $4 billion last bull run, he's at the helm of Pinlink, and guess what? He ain't playing games. You know what I mean? He ain't playing games. And so I figure I'm going to sit back from another country, or I'll probably be in Baja scaling out of this market at the looks of it, because in 2 weeks I'll be in Baja for 3 months, vacationing. And I probably will be scaling out into stables in Baja, because I think this market's going to be ramping up that fast. I mean, it just looks to be that way. I thought it'd be like towards the end of the year, but shoot, man. I hope I hope Bitcoin keeps going. You know what I mean? I hope we don't really see an alt season until later on in the year, because that means that Jerry has time to build up, and Turbo has time to build up, and all these coins have time to really inch up like they've been doing. And they inch up by massive amounts, right? 30, 40, 50, 100% on the day, type of inching, and I would really ideally like to be going into stables in Chile towards the end of the year here. When I'm in Chile around September. But yeah, dude. But let's see here. Um, Kelsey said there are a lot of people seeking to move out of the country. My friend and I were talking about it today. Yeah, dude, because in your heart, you're a human being. You know when you're being enslaved. You're like, okay. And that's why the race thing is such a tool for them, is because if they let you focus on race, okay, I'm black and you're white, or you're Mexican and he's Chinese, and they just put you in tight areas and give you all this race to focus on. well, then you won't be able to focus on how they're raping you every day. And now we're at the point where, race really isn't really moving anybody, because everybody is feeling the same thing. Everybody is feeling the inflation, the high costs, the poor quality of living. Everybody's feeling it, and everyone's being all in one camp, and it's this one love type of thing. Even though America's an incredibly violent country, people are starting to kind of mold together and thinking the same thing. Hey, wait a minute. You know what? Biden didn't do anything. The Bushes didn't do anything for us. The Clintons didn't do anything for us. The Reagan didn't do anything for us. I mean, really, we haven't had a real president or a real working government for the people probably since Kennedy. I mean, and they shot Kennedy in the head. I mean, once he was trying to say, "Oh, I want to break away from this NATO thing, from this UN thing," and they're like, "Oh yeah, buddy, go take a ride in that Cadillac." You know what I mean? And that's how they're treating American people. Oh yeah, you don't want to, and they're making it hard for people. I'm telling you, I was just getting a passport renewal. It's been 8 or 9 weeks. I'm still waiting on That's why I'm here. I'm just waiting on my passport to go to Baja. You know what I mean? But I mean, my passport is being held up. Like, they're just not letting people leave the country. You know what I mean? Am I a millionaire? You know what? I don't consider myself a millionaire, but I mean, I've run a 7 to 8 figure business for the last 15 years. Does that make me a millionaire? Maybe. But am I sitting here with $1 million of cash on the table? No. I'm paying the same, like, come on. It cost me $300 to take my family to the movies. I mean, like, this is crazy. You know what I mean? We went to the movies the other day, and it cost us 300 and some dollars for a daytime movie. Popcorn and soda and some snacks. Yeah, I have a big family, but man, dude. I mean, what happened to the matinee prices? Were you born in wealth, or did you buy it into crypto? I'm not wealthy, but and I grew up. My parents were working or work. They're celebrating their 54th wedding anniversary this weekend, and my mom was a teacher in Atlantic City, and the rough part of Atlantic City, Martin Luther King Elementary, and my dad sold cars for 30 years. And I talked about this on the channel, and maybe you guys missed those live streams, but I went into how my dad would take me to the car dealership and let me hang out. And this is back when I was like 6, 7 years old. Like, okay, are we all sitting down for dinner? Okay, here, all right, here I come. A quick note before I go. I did want to go a little longer, but yeah, it's just and this is back when car salesmen would actually sell you a really great car, and that you'd buy cash, all cash for the car. So there was real, like, big time sales. So you go in and buy a Buick for 10K, 15K, and you're buying all cash, and that car salesman's getting a huge commission off that, and the car dealership's doing well. So I watched that over and over again, and it made me have a love for sales. And so my service business, yeah, we go in for appointments, we do sales. So I learned a lot from my dad on that. So yeah, but here's the thing, and they told me this today. They're going to be with me in Baja, by the way. You're probably going to see my dad and my mom. Will bring them on camera when we're in Baja. They're going to meet me down in Baja. They're in their late 70s. They're still doing very well physically. And they'll tell you that growing up, like, when they were providing for me as a kid, things were never this bad. Like, you can get a job, at a local convenience store and be able to provide for a family of four. You know what I mean? Or I mean, they weren't struggling. They always could pay their bills and stuff like that, and everyone could. And they're saying it's so different now. B Bank, do you have stop losses or mental stop losses? In terms of this market, I mean, I have mental stop losses. I've bought everything spot. I'm not leveraged in any position that I have. All the coins that I have are spot, meaning that I'm not in any kind of leverage. I didn't take leverage out, so I'm not going to get liquidated. I feel like I have an understanding of where I am in the market. I mean, look where we're at. I mean, even at 75K, I said we're good. This is my third bull run. I've seen this shit before, and I said we're good. We'll probably be at all time. I told you that back in April. I said we'll probably be at all time highs before my birthday. My birthday is June 3rd. I mean, we're probably gonna be a month early, right? We're probably gonna do that. We're probably gonna do that this weekend with this Trump deal. You know what I mean? So I don't have any stuff. Let's see here. I'm gonna get through the questions real quick, and I gotta go have a big dinner here. I think Mog will reach 1 cent by October. That is actually I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Mog's top will be 4 zeros. I think 4 zeros two something. I think will be the top. That'll be a $10 billion market cap for Mog. If it was to go higher than that, it would be awesome. But I don't. I think Turbo is going to steal the show. I think Turbo is going to steal the show, and that's gonna means it's going to take liquidity from that Mog push above 10 billion. Let's smash it. Let's get to 35 likes while I answer your guys' questions real quick. Um, let's see here. Honestly, it's rich against poor, and I'm not letting nobody know. Rather, I'm rich or poor. That's the yeah, man. Seriously, I mean, Frederica Wallace says, "Go parents." 53rd wedding anniversary is outstanding. I know they've been amazing parents to me. They've been amazing parents to me. I'm glad she got a getting off that way. I can get offline. Yeah, dude. Yeah, B Bank, awesome. Ross Jens, what time tomorrow? I will post that tonight on what time I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. But we're going to be here every day. We're going to be here every day, and there'll be videos coming out tomorrow too. Blooded says hi. Blood is back. Okay, go join the family. Get out. Okay, cool guys. Yeah, we did 3 hours tonight. Thank you guys so much. I'll make this video public so you can go back and watch some of this because I was really spitting tonight, man. I was really kind of hitting it from the heart, man, and telling you guys a lot about me. And this is what this channel is about. There's no charts behind me, guys. There's no charts. That means a lot to me, and it should mean a lot to you. You know what I mean? We're here to talk about crypto, but shit, man, we're human beings too. We're human beings first, and so yeah, man, yeah, dude, love you too, Smelly Finger. B Bank, you guys are amazing, and yeah, you're blessed with great parents. Yeah, man, I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, dude, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, dude, yeah, I think Jerry is still at a great buying level. All right, guys, have a great night. Stayer is out. Let's go. Let's go.